to Talk the Kēki, not Eminence.
Konnichiwa!
Minasan, konnichiwa!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Valentine's Day special of Talk the Kēki. Love is in the air, jizz is in the covers, whatever you're doing.
Jizz is in the covers.
It's everywhere. I'm Matt, and to join me, my co-hi, Ethan, what's going on?
Sashiburi! Just say out, Sashiburi desu. Sashiburi desu.
No.
Konbawa, gokiken yo.
Drinking.
So am I. Kanpai.
I'm by. But yeah, we are officially at the halfway point of the winter season. And yes, since it is Valentine's Day, the week, since it happened 3 days ago, we're gonna close with the rom-coms for the week.
My favorite genre.
That's right. That's right.
And by the way, can I say something about the Kaguya-sama movie? Because I know we're not going to do a full review on it because you haven't seen it.
No, I'm gonna wait till I actually have like a day off on a weekday so I can sit down and watch it.
Dude, you cannot watch the final season or the next season of Kaguya without seeing this movie. It is canon as fuck. And it was actually really good. Like I wrote to you guys in the chat after I was done with it. We're gonna see how Susume plays out when it comes to theaters, as well as the Demon Slayer movie, because we know that's gonna get a lot of hype. But
it's not really the movie, it's just the first episode in theaters.
Yeah. It's only one episode? It's an hour though, right?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way at this stage, right? It's
like, down with the holiday made to make single people feel bad. Well, Chris,
listen,
listen.
It's not our fault that a lot of our viewers don't get pussy. It's not our fault, dude.
The anime fans are incels, people.
Basically,
most of them.
Matt gets butt, I get butt. That's all that matters in our world.
I mean, I got it a couple of days later, but we got it.
Yeah, I got mine the day after.
No, we both fell asleep like before 9.
You guys take a bunch of edibles? The fuck?
No. Bass had surgery on their mouth for like a dental.
Oh yeah.
They're like drugged up on a bunch of shit.
They couldn't slob. I get it. Couldn't slob on the knob. I get it.
I was like, oh, can't you jerk?
Something.
Yeah. So they out like a light. And then me the next day is like, are you coming to bed? Like, yeah, after this MJF promo.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish it. I passed out. I woke up at like 2 a.m. Like, fuck.
Hey, but you got your nut, right?
The day after that, yes.
Oh, you got the nut like 3 a.m. Oh my god.
No. I got it yesterday.
Oh, you got it yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Naruto though.
No. So I was like, shit. 2 days later, it's fine.
It's better than not.
No, exactly. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you that story of how I almost died.
How you got a nut? I don't know if I want to hear that.
No, of how I almost died.
Shit, buddy, I don't know.
No, how I almost died from almost tilting my work truck.
Oh yeah, please, by all means, let's let.
A
little bit into Matt's personal life, guys.
Yes, always to get before the show starts. Okay, yes. I'm helping out on the route, delivering parcels. Like, you know what?
Like usual, because they don't fucking help you. Yep.
No, like I'll be nice. I'd rather do one that's close to me. So okay, I got time. I'll do it real quick. This one long driveway. So okay, fine. I'll drive up there, even though it's icy. It's an ice storm.
Sure.
I get up, but apparently didn't press on the gas pedal hard enough, so I didn't get enough momentum to go all the way up.
Yep.
It's like, shit. All right, well, hit the brakes a little bit, back up. Because of the ice, it starts tilting.
Yeah.
And my back right tire was on the lawn.
Oh my god.
I was like, shit. And in these fucking vans, it's front wheel drive, no 4-wheeler or all wheels, just front wheel. So I'm stuck.
You would think, right?
It's fucking stupid. I hate it. All right, so I'm gonna
put snow tires on the trucks.
No.
What?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They did not give a fuck. It's like, so I put it in drive. Okay, let me try to go forward a bit, turn, at least be in some angles. Like, okay, fine, it's not going. So what if I backed out but turn it the other way? Nope, it just goes back a little bit more. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna put it in park.
Digging your grave ever slowly, doing this shit.
Like, okay,
one move by one move,
Yep.
1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot.
Pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna put it in park. But no, my e-brake is fucking broken. So so I had to slam my foot on the brakes. Like, okay, I gotta keep it out here, or I'm gonna go all the way into in this person's lawn. Then I looked back, I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty steep. So there's like a little gap from when you land and something. So like I'm gonna hit it, and something's gonna happen to the truck, and then me inside.
Yeah, no bueno.
I had a call saying I need help.
Help!
It's like
somebody help!
It's like first I was here for like a half hour, and then I was like, all right, like we'll have someone there. Like I gotta try. Like I just cannot take my foot off this pedal.
Yeah.
So I'll try to turn the wheel, like drive and reverse. Nope, nothing. So I waited a half hour for this guy.
Was the owner of the house that you were parked in front of like there?
The wife is there, but she couldn't help out because she's 8 months pregnant.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but the guy
gave her an early delivery by having her push baby all over the floor.
Yeah, but the husband, he pulled up in the front yard. He starts walking up this long.
What are you doing with my wife? I can't get out the fucking driveway, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, he wasn't mad. He was asking if I was okay. And I was like, "You good?"
Yeah,
He's like, "Yeah." All this, like, "Yeah, sorry." He's like, "No."
You should do that route on Christmas because you might get something.
No. I only made $200. Fuck these people.
Yeah.
But no, it eventually came. So he got this like lawn hookers. He looked at the truck. He looked at me. He's like, "Your foot's on the brake, right?" I was like, "Yeah, good. Don't move. Don't take off because you will crash it." I was like, "Okay, so he's thinking what I'm thinking." All right. So yeah, he eventually got this little metal cable, got around the back. It starts tilting me, and then I backed out. And I called like, "I'm out." Like, but like I wasted an hour and a half with this shit. So am I gonna help out this guy or just go back to my own shit? Like, no, go back to your own right now. It's like, okay. But I went back after. It's like, that don't sit right with me. I feel bad. It's like a guilty conscience. So I did half the guy's packages when I finished my route.
Oh, I'm sure you did half those guys' packages.
Exactly.
Oh.
All right, that's enough of my life. Fuck this.
Story of your life, Matt.
Yep. All right, let's go on. We got some news. We got some delays.
We got several delays.
Spy Classroom, Bothery, Misfit, Demon Kid Academy.
Yes. Which
did
you watch? You were able to watch this week. I did not do.
So we're not gonna talk about it this week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week when I catch up. I'm 7 behind, but the good news is I've watched everything that we watch, and I've caught up to something that I picked up thanks to you, Matt. We'll talk about. Let's open with that. Let's open with that if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, you'll open with that. Unless you're talking about Nier.
I'm talking about Nier, yeah.
Oh, if I talk about the dog one.
No, I have not. I didn't.
Oh, how you say?
I only watched the episode 1. I only watched most of episode 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically do what I did. So yes, guys, I picked up My Life as Inukai-san's dog, because of the ecchi scenes. Because who doesn't love a good sexual anime? So I saw most of episode 1. Actually, you know what? I lied. I watched half of episode 1 on High Dive, and then when they censored the titties, I was like, "Oh, let me find the titties on stream." So I went and found the titties on stream, and it's gonna end up being basically like I did with World's End Harem, and like I did with Harem in a Labyrinth. Basically, we're gonna watch the show on High Dive for plot, and we're gonna watch the show again and fast forward to the sexual scenes on stream, so I can get my fill of anime titties.
Oh,
and whatnot. Actually, it's crazy. They don't censor the lower part either. Like, you don't see full on vag, but it's like it's bare. You could tell, like, oh, she's clean shaven.
Very good.
Like anybody cared. Well, I'm sure the perverts certainly care, but I digress.
Right.
Anyway, keep on going with your delays, good sir.
What else got delayed?
You from delivering stuff on time.
Oh yeah, we got Misfit, Beaufry, and Spy Classroom.
Just those 3?
Yeah, and the Black Clover movie. Instead of getting
the Black Clover movie.
We embrace the cringe for those who can. Exactly.
Indeed, sir.
But now the release date is in June. So motherfuckers. They didn't say why. I don't think it was COVID. Just I guess it's one.
I saw there was another one. Was there not another one?
I know one. I know one got pushed back a season. That's not us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one was for April, but it got moved to June or July.
Yeah. Oh well, that's fine.
All right, let's move on real quick to news. The Tokyo Anime Award Festival for 23. The winners, best anime movie is One Piece Red.
I'm sure you love that.
And television series is Spy Family. Hold on. And there's individual awards. Writers category, Reiko Yoshida, who wrote Blue Period and Mononogatari.
Oh, good.
Director, Taniguchi for One Piece film.
Okay.
Animator category for Inu. Inu, that movie you saw?
Yeah.
The music one, yeah.
Yeah.
Visual arts, Eto Koji for Demon Slayer. And sound artist, performer, Ado for One Piece Red.
So One Piece swept a lot of their awards.
Yep, so congrats to you guys.
Indeed.
All right. A certain middle-aged man's VR MMO activity log is getting a TV anime. No release date yet for that.
A certain middle-aged man's
VR MMO activity log.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be just VR log. I was gonna be like a hentai galore.
No. Lycor's Recoil is getting an anime project. It's not a season 2 yet. We know it's a season 2 movie, special episode OVA. We don't know yet, but they are working on something.
I think it's gonna be a movie and they close it out.
That could be.
Because they ended up in Hawaii and everybody wants to see what happens in Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yes. Aloha. Light novel Ishura gets a TV anime adaptation. Looks like a adventure sci-fi apocalyptic setting. Looks promising. We will see.
Indeed we shall.
Postpone. Apothecary Diaries is getting a TV anime. See this one. I'm in Warrior at the Borderline. Original is gonna be original TV anime.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever that one is. The manga Noragami concludes in their 27th volume. And finally, Rent a Girlfriend season 3 in summer.
Is it gonna cover the thing that we debated on about what is mommy's like?
Probably.
Is it gonna come this season?
Probably. Depends. We'll see.
When are they gonna do fucking the one that we talked about the other day? That's what I want to know. When they're gonna animate that one?
Which one was that?
The one with the harem with the 4 girls.
Girlfriend. I know we're getting to season 2, but we don't know when yet.
God, animate that shit.
I know. That'll probably be like season 3 if it continues.
She on FTW.
And hold on. Pluto anime TV series is on Netflix. Comes out this year. We don't have a date for that yet. I believe that's it.
All right.
Unless I'm missing one.
Don't think so.
All righty. Very good. All right. Let's get to some reviews.
Yes, sir. Let's get to some reviews, sir.
I'm first, right?
Well, as always, you got 7.
Right. I did watch this Spy Classroom.
Okay.
Before we ended.
Okay.
It focused more on Sarah, the one with the hat.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine. it was mostly cleaning the mansion, and you got a little fan service stuff.
Mm.
Actually, with Annette raising one of the girl skirts. I forgot which one. I think it was Lily.
Pantsu.
So the court. Well, we don't see it.
No pantsu.
Yeah.
So
Stuck in the back. But
why raise the skirt if there's no pantsu?
But yeah, it's another flashback one. So I'm not dropping it, but it is on hold.
I've dropped it.
Give me at least 2 to 3 episodes where it is after, unless it's just gonna wait till next season if there is one. But this is not a way to.
Is this in contention for your disappointment of the season?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's in for mine.
Yeah, but it's not for me.
All right, buddy.
So we'll get to that bit. And I got my friend tell me about what happened in Ragnarok, and there were some improvements, but they went to the same shit.
So are you still gonna watch it?
As of right now, I'm only gonna watch the first fight because that's the only one they did okay at. But afterwards they did the whole Flashpoint shit again.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing eventually, just so I can. Yeah. After I catch up with Inukai's Dog, that'll be the next one on my to watch list. I probably honestly won't get to either of those though till later in the season once we get rid of I shouldn't say get rid of because it's actually been really good. Once Eternity finishes, probably I'm going to focus on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyway, Blue Lock.
All right.
All right, score. The score is 4-3. Isagi's team is down by 2, and they.
How the fuck is the score 4-3, and if they're down by 2?
You need 5 points.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the math isn't adding up, buddy.
No. You need 5. You need 5 points to win.
All right.
They need 2 more to win.
Okay.
And of course, Isagi and Nagi's strategy is basically manipulate Baru, thinking they're going to use passing the ball when they're really not. So basically, they're treating him like a decoy.
Okay.
Bring him down. The so-called king.
Okay.
Make him feel like a squire. Anyway, they got the 4 point. So it's now tied 4-4. Chikari comes in with speed, about to get out. Nagi, of course, blocks the ball. Baru gets it, and it looked like he was about to pass it to Isagi for the winning goal. But something in him snapped, like, no. Because we get a flashback on Baru, where basically how he was just always treated as the king of soccer by himself, like basically passing the ball, he'll score the points.
I can't imagine like playing real life soccer and as you're about to shoot a goal, like stop, freeze, flashback. All these things happen in the millisecond that it's going to take for you to put the.
But no, the flashback, the flashback mostly happened beforehand. Like it was like self-reflective, like, am I not really a king? Type of thing. Like, am I? Is this a charade? Basically,
a charade.
Yeah.
I would fucking think if somebody actually said that in real life, a charade instead of a charade. I would be like, bro, are you autistic? You might be.
Oh my god.
You fucking might be.
But no, Baru says, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not gonna be their puppet. I am the fucking king. And if they want to treat me like the villain, you know what?
I gotta know all this.
Basically, if they want to treat me like a villain, I'll be the fucking villain to you guys. Then just scores the winning goal.
Okay, Buckingham.
Basically. Pretty much. But yeah, they win because of him. And now it's up to basically who to pick. Kunimi, Chigiri, or Reo.
I hear the options. What are the options?
Chigiri, the one that's fast. Reo, the smart one that's with Nagi. That Nagi kind of says, hey, I'm going to be with Isagi for this. Or Kunigami, who's just more well-rounded.
The one that's the smart one.
I'm going to say Chigiri, the faster one.
I feel like they want to take away stuff from Nagi, the way you've told me. So the more they take away from Nagi to give him more struggles, the more like it'll, be better when they overcome that. Because that's what they're gearing up for.
Right. Well, I'll find out Saturday, but I really am enjoying Core 2 a lot more than Core 1. As I said, the games have been more fun. The episode quality has been up with each episode since the second half started. So I really am not going to complain.
It's because the depression is up because Japan lost in the fucking World Cup.
Probably. But no, it's really good. I'm glad they actually kicked it up because again, the first sack was just getting to know everyone. Now it's like let the games begin, basically.
Okay, fucking Jigsaw.
Want to play a game?
You want to play a game?
Want to play a game? Alrighty. Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, last week's was Squirtle. Squirtle's back. Bulbasaur, Charizard.
Tell you what, Squirtle was in my car on Wednesday. Sorry.
God damn
it. I digress, Matt.
I digress.
Please.
Fuck you. But yeah, it was nice to see the original three have a reunion. It was for a show for the Squirtle Squad because they're potentially like the firefighters, all this shit.
Squirtle.
Of course, Team Rocket's there. They get fucked over. They blast off.
They blast off again. That's not going to be blasting off this week.
Aha. And they blast off in today's episode again. But in the beginning, it's like then Pikachu got accidentally caught in this shit. So basically now he's separated from Ash.
So he blasted off with Team Rocket?
Yes. And then eventually it was Ash and Pikachu find each other, but they found their way back together because their bond is strong.
Of course.
That's it for that. I like the one with I like the Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charizard trio. That was fine. This one was just we gotta have them separated one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do want more like reunions. Like I want to see like Gary again.
Have you seen all 25 seasons?
No, I seen like fully up to Gen 6.
I don't fucking know what any of that means.
Like a lot.
The reason why I asked is I was like, so with the 25th anniversary of the final season coming up, what is your favorite or what is the best season if they are the same or not?
Well, they're all the same in terms of basically going to the gyms, but you get different companions.
Sure.
But I think for battles, I think I liked the ones from Gen 6, but the actual championship, like where he actually won, like that whole series of matches, that was actually pretty good.
So is that
like the current ones? Like probably some of my favorite battles were on there.
Yeah,
because like he beat like Steven, like who was a champion, Cynthia, and now the actual main champion. He actually had those battles finally. But no, they all been good stuff. But what's that with this? It's just more of again just reunions of like all older teams, former companions, but it hasn't been much with the former like rivals or anything like that.
Sure.
So I kind of would like something like that at least. But we got like 5 more to go. Okay. It's not bad though. It's basically what I expect. It's just basically just hanging out with people one last time. I'm pretty sure.
Something.
Go ahead.
Sorry, something wrestling related that just popped up on my thing. So this weekend's the All-Star Weekend in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
So I have the Rising Stars game on, but that's not what I want to talk about. This came up on my feed. Entire arena erupts as The Miz hits a game-winning half-court shot that is ruled just too late.
So even there, you can't escape.
Guess not. That was interesting. I will watch that clip at some point after the show.
I'm sure. Yeah, it'll definitely be around by the time.
I don't hate Miz for what it's worth.
I don't. No, I think you really can't push him anymore. I think it's just more of him giving back.
Yeah, this stage, he'll never be WWE champion again, and that's fair.
No, and he won everything.
Are they going to give him more intercontinental title reign so that way they make his intercontinental title reign like impassable, or maybe passable in 5 years depending on how Braun Breaker does? We'll see.
Yeah, he has the record now, right? He beat Jericho.
Yeah,
right?
He's like an 11-time champion.
Some
shit like that.
I don't think he needs it again.
Yeah.
Again, like he won everything multiple times.
Yeah.
what does he need to do? Just put people over and be booed.
I would love to see Miz in AEW just to that. I want to see like
They'll boo the shit out of him.
Oh, I know they'll boo the shit out of him, but like I just want to see him with like high work rate guys. Because when you really think about it, the only high work rate guys that he ever really truly worked with very often were like Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, and that's kind of about it. Everybody else wrestles the similar WWE style.
Yeah, he's the only one that's never been hurt, like injured.
Well, he had his blown knee, and that was his first real injury. That was a few years ago. But other than that,
yeah, he's a safe worker.
Yeah, he is. He's 100% a safe worker. I'm not saying he's going to do anything crazy. I just want to see that dynamic when you take him with like a crazy, like insane work rate guy or somebody that's like super duper risky. Like imagine Miz and like Ray Phoenix. That the chaos of Ray Phoenix.
That's definitely a clash of styles.
I would want to see that though. It might be the shits. It might be the drizzling shits, but I would like to see that.
I think he would be better with Penta.
Yeah, because Penta's a little bit slower of a worker, just as unsafe.
Yeah. but Phoenix gets hurt more than Penta.
He won't get hurt with Miz. Miz, on the other hand, may get hurt.
No, Phoenix will hurt himself.
And Miz.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
are we done with Pokemon? Or
yeah, I'm done with Pokemon.
All right.
Both free. Last episode before 2-week break.
That was another delay. And you had mentioned that. You mentioned
I did.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Basically same as last week, where the rest of the guild is basically looking for their spirits as a companion for this event.
Sure.
So basically, we focus on me, and Kuromu. So now they're gonna get theirs. Me got a Phoenix.
Okay.
Is got like a spirit type thing. Looks like a more like angelic type thing. I don't think she gave it a name yet. I forget, unless I missed it.
Okay.
And then Kuromu. Sorry, blah blah blah.
Wow.
He got like an undead thing, but it turns into his armor. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
So they're all getting like they're all getting like really cool buffs.
Right.
But yeah, there was less focus on Maple and the other half of the group. So again, now everyone's got something.
Okay,
so that's always good.
Nice.
Everyone's getting stronger. They're me with the Phoenix and the increased fire magic is a great support, especially with the spirits.
Sure.
And then Kuromi is just another tank. So good stuff there.
Nice.
All right, I believe I just have Vinland left.
All right. Oh, is Vinland on this list that I have here? It is not. Oh, it is on here. Blue Lock, Pokemon, Bofuri. Was there another one you said? That was it?
What did I have anything else?
Did you have anything else? I don't know.
I did Spy.
Okay, yeah, that was the other one. Sorry, come in. I'm looking at it. This is our format.
Well, near you added, so.
Yep. We're good. Sorry, that's me.
Okay. All right. So it's just Vinland. Okay.
Go, man.
All right. Very good. All right. We're back to the farm with Tortefin and Einar.
Okay.
They're struggling a little bit. Basically, they need a horse. They can't just do the work by themselves anymore. It's getting to the point where they need a horse to help them out. It's like pulling like the branches, like pulling like the lump from the tree, stuff like that.
Sure.
All that shit. So basically, and since they're slaves, other people don't want to give them the horses. So it's like, yeah, fuck you guys, basically. But they come across this like old man, and it's like he's like farming by himself on this the other side of this field. And you overheard it's like, you want a horse, right? Like, yeah, we want a horse. And it's like, all right, fine, then do some work for me. I'll give you a horse. Like you could borrow the horse. Basically, do chores. I gave you the horse. Bring it back. You do more chores. Like basically give them actual labor, hard labor. Yeah. So they've been doing all that. I got the horse for a few things like plowing the fields, pulling out stumps. Because basically it's getting time to where they got to start harvesting for the fall. Because the guy that owns the land, he makes crops for the king for like a trade. And basically they get money and they make enough, then basically buying their freedom.
Hot.
I shook him.
Sorry, just wanted to.
I was like, I know, I shipped those two.
Yep, ship as fuck.
Yep, absolutely. Not Ryu, just Kita and Bochi.
as I like your Nijika post from 38
Yeah,
minutes.
the guy no.
All right.
Got Isekai, but
Oh, this is actually some news.
What?
Bottom tier Tomozaki light novel enters last stage with 11th volume.
Oh, okay.
This came out 16 hours ago.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I didn't get that. But fuck.
Yeah, I'm posting it to the group now. Oh, question mark?
No, hopefully he's still safe with that girl.
And the cover of the novel is what's her face?
The girl we like or the other one? Oh, yeah. Damn it.
The one that's gonna win. That's who. That's who's the cover. I forget her name.
Nice while lasted.
I know.
Basically, things been going well. Einer's been talking to Thorfinn because Thorfinn doesn't know how to farm. Like he never did a farm before. Because he's like, so what do we grow in the fall? Like, wheat. Like we grow wheat. He's like, I was like, oh my god, you never farmed before? It's like, no, where I came from, we never did. And it's like,
I kill people.
But before that, though, like when he actually when he had a family, it's like we didn't have farms, and he's just like, oh god, if my mom and sister were alive, they would have a heart attack when they heard that.
Yeah.
And so basically, they were talking as they were touring the horse, and then these other guys were like, "Hey, like, why do you have this horse here? I bet you guys stole it." It's like, no, an old man gave it to us. Like old man Severkill. It's like, who's that? Like, oh wait. That you find out the old man is actually the old master, or like the main owner of the whole farm the whole time. Because the guy that runs it now is his son Kettle. So basically, yeah. So they didn't even know that. It's like, oh shit. And then basically, when they're about to return the horse, they see Kettle and talking to his dad. He's like basically telling him to like stop working. Because again, he's too old. He's thrown out his back. He's like, I'm gonna die on this farm. Like I do what I love. Fuck you.
Sounds like my dad in his backyard. He's gonna die there.
Yeah. Yep. Like he's just being stubborn as fuck and all this. And then Kettle starts leaving. Like, fuck this. They're all talking. Snake, the guy who's also the grandson. So Snake is there. Like he was sleeping. He slept for that whole argument with them. But no, you find out that basically he sleeps in the morning, but he patrols at night for thieves and stuff like this. So they're all talking about it. And then we get a time skip for like a couple of months. Like all Thorfinn and Einar, they're like all groomed, like they have goatees, like they're clean type of thing.
Oh, I thought you meant groomed in a different way.
No, they're not wearing dirty clothes. Like they actually like it's not like they have like clean faces except for the goatee.
Yeah, they cleaned up nice.
Yeah. And then Einer's like talking to him. He's like teaching Thorfinn like how to throw seeds in the thing. Like, you can trust me, I'm your friend, right? And then Thorfinn stopped. He's like, we're friends? Then Einer's like, this whole time you don't think we are? Like, what the fuck? But no, like Thorfinn finally smiled for the first time, and it's just like, yeah, we're friends. Like he actually sees him as a friend. Like he finally has a friend. So
Tomo des.
Yeah, so that was a great way to end it. And there was a side episode, or episode 6.5. It was like a mapper release. It was like a 3-minute thing. It was like when it's basically Thorfinn's nightmares, drowning in shadows.
Is he asleep, or is it just like
basically we see what he sees in his dreams, like why he screams in the middle of the night when he's sleeping, like this burn and pillaging, like his PTSD type of shit.
Sure, that makes sense.
So that was it for that. It was basically that, just for like 3 minutes.
Not a hudo.
All right, I'm done.
This will be easy because I didn't watch any of mine this week because I was so behind.
Alrighty, so let's
no, there is one that I did watch on purpose. You want to guess which one it is?
Hinakai-san.
No, Boruto. I watched
right,
Boruto.
Yeah, your Kodark started. That's right.
Because yes, the Kodark has started. For those who aren't familiar, because you constantly bash and shit on Boruto, we are back to manga specific stuff. The good shit, by the way, not the cheap shit, the good shit. This is that nice white. This is the code arc. And the code arc has begun. It's received praise for being typical good Naruto / Boruto stuff when it is good, super solid. The episode starts off with Jigen coming to Code. Code is still guarding the Ten Tails, and he's the last remaining inner left. And he comes to him and says, "Hey, my spirit's about to be is about to go away, but I need you to keep on doing the Osutsuki like dream, like our mission. And so I want you to take Sasuke or Naruto, feed it to the Ten Tails, get you that chakra fruit, ingest the chakra fruit, and you're gonna be a new Osutsuki, right?" And he's like, "Okay, that's your request. That shall be done." So we go on to the rest of the episode. The episode after the credits starts off with ooh, nice dunk. Sorry, I got the game on still.
Yeah,
anyway,
there you go.
It starts off with Sai and Shikamaru finding my mic is falling. Technical difficulties, guys. Go men. Chotomate kudasai. Chotomate kudasai. Oh my god, this thing is still fucking limp. It's like drunk dick right now, dude.
Drunk dick.
Oh my god. You've had drunk dick, haven't you?
No.
Well, not had it, but you've had like your dick has been drunk and it goes down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what my mic is doing right now. Go men, guys. Okay, let's try this again. We see Sai and Shikamaru outside the village, and they call Kawaki, and they're like, "We have a feeling you might know what this is." And indeed, Kawaki does. It's basically what they call Code's claw marks. So one of Code's like jutsus is basically he can what's it called? Traverse. When he like does his claw marks, he leaves them there, they're permanent, and he can like traverse locations. And basically Shikamaru kind of breaks this down as similar to Minato's jutsu, where he can like travel between places,
right?
with his flying Raijin jutsu. And so that's what he proceeds to tell them, and we basically get conversation between Sai and Shikamaru and Naruto saying, "Hey, Code is basically after everybody that was involved with Jigen's death. He's coming really close to the village. We're gonna step up the what's it called, the security on you guys, because you guys are vulnerable now." And so we continue on, and Kawaki and Boruto have a conversation, and through this conversation, there's two key pieces that come up from this conversation. The one is that Code has a defective karma mark. By defective, he's not considered a vessel, but he retained the karma power.
Right.
And he's so compatible with karma. The second piece of that is all of the inners for Kara basically were enhanced to be stronger. Code was so powerful that he asked to have limiters put on himself, so he never usurped Jigen's power, because that's how powerful he is. And basically the only person that can take that governor off of him is Amado, and Amado expresses as much to Shikamaru, and they have like a little back and forth on it, but nothing crazy. So there's that. While these conversations are happening, Code manages to go up to some random mountain, and he goes to Boro's compound. And there's a key piece of information that you hear from Amado when he's talking to Shikamaru, and that is, not only was Code the most powerful of the inners, but Amado himself had created several cyborgs at the behest of Jigen, but when he created them too powerful, he had them all destroyed, or so we thought. Code, through however means he has, basically finds out that Boro had taken one and hidden it, and he goes to his compound. He has like a little battle with the guards, easily disposes of them. We see his power in action with the claw marks and him being able to kind of like traverse time. Think of the way they do the animation and the sounds. Think of it as how what's his dick? Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. The other Uchiha who they battled, not Madara, Toby.
Toby's a good boy.
Toby, yeah. So think of how Toby would like pop in and out of shit. Like you can see him pop out of a tree, pop up from underground. It's kind of like that with
yeah, I remember Toby. So
yeah, with Code and his claw marks. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, he disposes of the guards. he manages to go and he speaks to the caretaker of the mansion who knows him, and basically was like, hey, I know you have Ida. Her name is Ida, and I want to see her. So they have conversation about it. Eventually, he breaks Ida free, and Ida is considered the woman who knows all of the world. That's how powerful she is, and she is absolutely gorgeous, super fucking stunningly gorgeous. You can go on Twitter and you can search up like Ida Boruto, and she is fucking gorgeous. But you could tell she's super sinister, and yeah, dude, shit is gonna get crazy. Oh, and the final piece, the episode officially ends with that piece where Ida shows up, but in the credits they are continuing the scene, and the final piece of information that Kawaki tells Boruto is he should make Code, because he has a karma mark, make him your vessel. So if Momoshiki is your vessel, or if you're Momoshiki's vessel, you should be Code's, like Code should be your vessel, so you can resurrect yourself. And Boruto's like, no, I don't want to do that. But Kawaki's like, yo, be real, like this isn't a guy you want to fuck with, like, you could die multiple ways, so why not ensure your fucking survivability? You have that power because your karma is vessel-esque. That's what you should do. So that's an interesting little tidbit from that. But there's many moving pieces around this, and it's super duper fucking solid. And that's just only episode 1. And I know, because I've read ahead and I've read some of the spoilers, it gets fucking nuttier and it gets bad for our favorite fucking Naruto fucking group. So that's my takeaway. Good sir.
And did you watch The Last Fire Hunter or not yet?
No, I have not yet.
Okay.
Have you?
But I did. That was why. That's what made me decide to put it on pause. Like, I'm not dropping it. It's just on hold.
I will keep on going.
It's like, I don't know. It's missing something. It's just like, like I'm sure. Like I'm sure. I'm hoping it does get good or it does get better. But as of right now, just tell me. I'll just binge it.
Okay.
I think this might be one of those that I just might have to binge.
Yeah.
With Misfit, it was actually really good, and it sucks that when the story was finally picking up is when it's on hiatus.
Yeah.
And there is no return date. It's just for them. That's the thing. Everyone else is 2 weeks. This one, nah.
Yeah. At least we got Near back, which is what we're gonna get into now.
Yes, I already talked about the episode, so I just want to know what you thought about it.
I'm looking at your meme.
Fucking.
I can't wait. Cannot wait to see this.
But yeah, like I said, I already talked about the 3 episodes. I just want to know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, you have. I enjoyed it. If I'm being honest, Trigun is doing the CGI better.
No, it is. No. Because Orange Studio does it better.
Yeah, Trigun's CGI to me is significantly better.
For Nier, I like how they incorporate CG with this regular animation mixed with it.
Yeah, it's different. It's different for sure. Stupid fucking stand today is giving me fucking problems. God damn it. Why is it giving me so much problems? You son of a bitch. There we go. Stay down.
That's what she said.
Stay up. Move to the side. And it falls. Son of a whore. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties with my stand. I'm trying to get the perfect fucking thing, and it's not quite working the way I hoped and or desired. This is what happens when you buy a $20 stand off of Amazon. $25. It's the weight. It's really this mic, this big black dick of a mic. It's fucking heavy for this.
You might get a new stand.
No, I need to fucking get a weight for the stand. That's really what it is. Or I have to angle it up like this so it stays. Okay. There you go. Which I didn't like because I'm not talking up like this, but in any case. All right. Basically though, I enjoyed the series. The battles are really cool. There's intrigue involving the way that 2B and 9S is it?
9S, yes. 9S.
There's intrigue in terms of their partnership as well as the overall encompassing what is it, the what's the name of, like, not the resistance, but what's the name of the people they work for?
Yorha.
The way that Yorha is, and they're basically using the the resistance as decoys so they can complete their mission. And it's kind of fucked up when you think about it, but there's really intrigue there in terms of how they're more relatable, they're more human, they have more emotions, I think, than what we've seen thus far with other Yorha, as well as the directors and the president and those type of people. So I find that's pretty cool that you could ship them. There's a little bit of a chemistry there. I don't think it'll lead to anything, but regardless, I think that's still pretty unique from that standpoint. What else can I think of the show? Like I said, the action is cool. I wasn't really a fan of the big villain battle at first.
Which one?
With the giant what's called gargantuan class fucking
in the first episode.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of that.
They did that weird, I will admit that, but I think they improved the animated type quality with the CG.
Yeah, especially when you have the battle of the other android. That was actually pretty cool. That was really well done. And I'm curious to see, because basically that thing as of right now is indestructible as of episode 3.
Adam and Eve.
That's Adam and Eve.
The two that you saw in the beginning with the naked body.
Yeah.
That's Adam and Eve.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking wicked. I laugh at Jackass, the principal that they named her Jackass. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fucking funny. But no, I don't regret picking it up, and I know your favorite. So
because I love the game, and I love the music for it, because
music is really good. Yes, the musical composition is really good. It's a visually appealing. It's really cool.
And it comes back this Saturday. I'm so happy.
As the big black dick fall.
Yep. And unfortunately, it will not qualify for a winter stuff because it is a 24 episode series.
Indeed.
So it's definitely a good contender for hopefully next season.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
Did you watch Inspector or no?
Yes.
You did. Okay.
I watched everything that we cover. I watched.
All right. So let's go Inspector.
All right. Solid episode. Anything with a talking cat is a solid episode to me.
Yes, the alcoholic cat.
The alcoholic cat drinking sake and talking to the fucking old lady.
Yes,
that's win. That's
what was the old lady's name?
Tai-chan.
Tai T-A-E?
Tai. They call her Tai.
Tai-chan.
Tai-chan.
Yes, I liked her. It was about. I'm trying to remember now. Fuck.
Okay, I think we're good.
Also the party guest left. So.
And did you say goodbye?
No, I said goodbye before I came up here.
Ah.
Yeah, they moved the party to their place.
Yeah.
Well, it was a party for our neighbors. Yeah, because it's her birthday.
Okay.
So they went
with
back
them?
to the house. No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to talk about the episode?
Yes.
You don't remember it?
Very vaguely.
Okay. So the episode starts off with basically you see a talking cat and you see a woman that's vigorously working out. And you're like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this? Right? That's kind of fucking weird. And so she's like, hey, I'm going to go on a run. She's like, all right, have a nice trip. The talking cat says to her. She goes and she sees a group of men like all huddled together by the dock. And she goes up. She's like, what's with you guys? What's with you gloomy men? Right. And she's like, oh, we have more fish that have died. It continues the string of dead fish that has been happening over the past month. And so, she gives them some word of advice about doing like a purification ritual or something for the river. And they still can't figure it out because there has been no like poison. There's been no like, the water's fine. So they're not suffocating. Like what's going on with these fish? And so the mayor runs after Tai, and they're basically going back and forth. And we get the story told of a lifelong old resident that lived in the town. He was a really nice man. But because of a show, like a TV show that happened to record in that town, they've received an influx of tourists. And basically the old man, he always stayed in the town. His son left the town and had a family, had a child, came back with the family and child. And the child ended up getting hit by a tourist, ended up getting carcooned. He got carcooned.
Yeah, he got truck-cooned.
He got truck-cooned, but it was a car.
Oh.
Anyway, so they tried to take him to the hospital because he was still alive when he got hit. But because of the influx of tourists and them fucking not parking properly and traffic being everywhere, he dies on the way to the hospital. that combined with the fact that he loved the sea and he loved the water, excuse me, and they would continuously trash his trashes the sea and things like that, it made him mad. And so he grieved over his grandson by making a wooden doll, and the doll looks a little like Pinocchio, and the doll inside of one of its arms has some sort of rock. And so one day Tai goes over to the house and I was like, oh, just talking shit to him, like, back and forth about what's going on, and notices that the man dies of heart failure. Right. And she was talking about the doll that's there, like, what's up with this doll? And the doll, when she turns around, is gone. Right.
Oh God, it's Annabelle.
It's completely gone. Like, what the fuck is going on? And so the mayor thinks it's the curse of the old man, and she's like, oh, I don't believe in curses, that's dumb, da 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 da. So she says, hey, you guys can't afford the ritual, I'll pay for the ritual, just you get all the bells and whistles and all of that. So she returns home. The cat's like, hey, did you have a good run? And she goes, yeah, had a good run. And she's like, hey, I want to ask you something. Do you know anything about the dead fish that are going on? And he kind of like, he's like, oh, and he's like, she's like, if you don't tell me, no sake for you. And she's like,
no.
The alcoholic fucking cat, because that's how she found out. Basically, the cat was a stray and it was sickly looking, so she took it in, and then one day she's drinking sake, the cat speaks like, I want some, give me some. And she's like, what the fuck is happening? Right? So that was funny. But in any case, she's like, no sake for you if you don't tell me what's going on. All right, fine. So she proceeds to say that basically the wooden doll is indeed possessed, and that basically every night at 1 a.m. it goes out to the beach, walks in the sea, and there's electricity that comes out of its arm from that rock, and basically is electrocuting the water, killing the fish, hence the fish. And there's a bunch of monsters, and none of them can stop him. None, like they and they're all scared and blah 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 blah. That night, the cat takes her to the beach so she could see firsthand what he's talking about. Indeed, it's true. Like, this thing is fucking crazy, like powerful with its electricity. And so basically Tai is like, well, what are we gonna do? The cat is like, don't worry, we called our almighty goddess of wisdom.
Yep.
And her what's her name?
The girl?
Yeah, I always forget her name. Sunagawa or something like that, right? Always forget her name. Iwanaga. Thank you very much. Gomen.
The other one is the guy is Sakura.
I know. Okay, I know he's just Kuro. He's easy for me. Black.
Yeah, Kuro and Kokoto.
Kokoto. It's Iwanaga. Iwanaga is easier than Kokoto. Anyway, so in comes Iwanaga and Kuro, and basically the episode ends with them, like, showing up. And I would laugh when Iwanaga like tells the cat, like, how dare you reveal yourself and your power? And the cat's like, oh, don't worry about it. She's an old lady. If she went and told everybody, hey, my cat talks, they'll just think she's going senile. And that was funny. But anyway, the episode ends with them basically saying, like, well, come inside, you can stay in the house. It's going to take a while for me to explain what is going on here, and end episode. But really solid. We're going to get our next battle basically between Kuro and the possessed Pinocchio doll.
Right.
And that'll be
fun.
That'll be cool. Yes, indeed.
All right, let's move on. High card. We got, this was an okay episode.
It was okay.
Like, I wasn't crazy about it.
No, it was all for naught even too, which was like, oh,
I did like the backstory of the cards. We finally got that.
Yes, the episode does start off with the entire history of the
Kingdom of Foreland and the Kingdom of Atrapla, to the birth of 13 soldiers from the Four Lands.
Yes, that's
to
52.
get the 52 playing cards.
Yep, they do a blood ritual on the card and they all die, but using
one man has them.
Yep, and it's the mage that came in and said that he's the true king, and using the power of the cards through the sacrifice of those 52 knights, he's able to defeat the invaders, and thus he became the inaugural king of Foreland, and he was who the cards are from.
Yep, basically. And this card they're going after now is the 5 of diamonds from the manufacturer Who's Who CEO Norman Kingstad.
Super eclectic, to say the least.
Right. You know what though? At least he gives a shit about his workers. We'll get to that later. But
yes, that is funny. That I was like, oh, that's surprising. You know who he reminded me of first? He reminded me a little bit of Bon, except more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Definitely reminded
I
me.
mean, I've been reading comments. People are hating Bond. I was like, what? This is
Bro, hate Kohaku. Just like I said, hate Kohaku.
no, they like Kahaku, but hate Bond.
No, fuck Kohaku.
I was like, no fucking way. Okay,
Fuck Kohaku.
but we'll get to them. We'll get to them after this. But
Indeed.
but basically it's infiltrating the boat, get the 5 of diamonds in this auction.
Yes.
But unfortunately, Finn is seasick,
Violently seasick.
and that's the recurring theme of.
I appreciate that they did the vomit in rainbow colors.
Everyone vomits rainbow.
Not all of them. No, not all of them. For example, To Your Eternity doesn't do vomit in rainbow colors.
Well, fine. Non-mature.
Basically. I can deal with
hell, even fucking Aqua vomits rainbows.
Yeah, I can deal with sparkle vomit. Sparkle vomit's okay. Not any other type of vomit. Gross. I wish humans imagine if you threw up sparkle vomit.
Oh God, where have I been?
It's a lot of drugs you inhaled.
That yes.
Basically.
Leo, he has a plan for basically Chris, Vijay, Wendy, basically to get this like security card key.
Mm-hmm.
Try to steal the card.
Yeah.
Before the auction.
Yes.
But
we get our black man, who is one of King's servants. His name is Blitz.
Yep, Blitz Broadhurst.
Call him Blitz.
Yes. And divine Enrico Pucci.
Let's call him nigga because he's a nigga.
Well, I can't, but
well, yeah, you can. I can.
Yeah, no.
He was cool looking as fuck though, and he had his glove.
No,
he looked his hand.
He looked like fucking Pucci.
Bro, he looked like he was like Gucci Thanos, bro. He had the Thanos glove. That was a sick glove.
That was a cool glove. He got the power glove. So bad.
He does. That was cool shit.
But no, so we got a cool fight out of this, and while that's going on, the King and Leo were doing a bidding war.
Yep.
And of course, well, first Finn gets there.
And he has his gun out, but he starts to begin to throw up, and he's not able to take the shot on Blitz. So Blitz takes him hostage, begins to shock him a little bit, and hey, give it up, whatever. Like, okay. And so what's the guy's name? The other guy?
The rich guy?
Yeah. No, not the rich guy. His mentor. The invincible guy.
Oh, Chris
kicks the cart, and Finn goes after it, and as he is able to catch up to the cart, he begins to get seasick again. And right now, again, they're in the middle of a bidding war, like 8 million, 8.1 million, 9 million, 9.5 million, 10 million. And before Leo can respond, hurl all over him, and King wins the card for $10 million. But wait, there's more.
And then we see a helicopter.
Yes.
Comes in, and it was the lady from the last episode.
Who can control matter. She lifts up the entire podium with the card, shatters the glass with the card, steals the card. Away she goes. Neither King nor Leo get the card.
Yep.
And no one's to blame because no one expected that shit to happen. Apparently.
Yeah, and then Leo's like getting pissed off. Like he blamed Leo for a bit. It's like, where's my guy? It's like, oh, he's doing something like the school. Like
King was like, no, King said that. King's like, where's Blitz? Oh, Blitz has a personal day off. Like, what do you mean a personal day off? Oh yeah, that's right. It's a daddy-daughter day at school. Even the great King can't deny his workers what their rights are.
Exactly. I was like, God damn, why can't we?
That was funny.
Like, damn it. But no, very, very good stuff there.
Yeah, super solid. It wasn't like overwhelmingly cool, but it wasn't bad by any means.
It's still a solid show, though.
It's a fun show.
No, that's the thing. Even if it's like not like great, fantastic, it's fun.
It's fun. It's at minimum a 3.5. Minimum.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's got potential to get 4. It's got potential to get 4, I think.
And I love the concept of the cards.
Yeah, the cards are really cool. The characters are fun and unique. I laughed with what's her face, the girl getting fucking drunk with the guy.
Yes, Wendy. Yes,
Wendy fucking got fucking shit faced trying to seduce the fucking guard, and the guard is passed the fuck out. That was funny.
That was funny. All right, let's move on to Your Eternity.
Super solid, dude. I'm so invested in this arc. It is miles and away better than the first season. miles and away.
Yeah, I said I know we got stuff like on pause or delayed for next season, but this is something that's gonna be strong on a list somewhere.
Knock on
up.
wood, they don't delay this by like episode 18 or 19. Knock
Yeah,
on wood.
we got 4 more to go.
Yes, we do.
So let's just.
I'm looking forward to getting it off my plate, but this has been thoroughly enjoyable, no doubt.
Yeah, so I can't be mad. Like I complain. Like
Yeah.
I get it started slow, but when we
Yeah.
got to the actual meat of the matter.
Yeah. Real quick,
like,
before we get to just a thought, before we get to the rom-coms, we're closing out regular stuff with Eminence, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay, cool.
We closed that, then we did the rom-com shit.
Fair enough.
But basically, the heroes, they're dead, but Fushi's like retaining their vessels.
Yes.
Just so he could have their power-ups, basically.
Yes, and he's basically using their vessels to fight, and he realizes in order to starve off his tiredness as much, he can't stay in one vessel for too long. So he starts interchanging between the 3 vessels throughout his fight, and he's going all over the castle. And he's still being worn down, but not as much. He's able to kill a lot more. But of course, Fushi can't continue to fight them alone.
Yeah, because Kahaku's summer. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yes.
And then Bond's trying to do the best he can, trying to help out the people.
Bond is like a strategist in a way, which is good. It fits Bond's like character. Like he's kind of prissy, so he's not going to be fighting. But he's a strategist, and he's really been helpful for Fushi for sure. No doubt.
Yeah, but
I don't know how you can hate him. I don't know how you can hate Bond. You know, he was very eclectic and very fucking weird at first, but he grows on you.
But you understand. But you understand why he was crazy. We thought he was talking to himself, but no, he's actually talking to.
He has the power to see spirits.
He sees these spirits. Even the creator.
Did he see the creator, or does he just feel his presence?
No, he saw him.
He saw him.
Yeah, first he heard him, but when they brought him out, like he saw him.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, but yeah, there was more to him, and Fushi wanted people to understand him, and he has someone like that.
Yeah.
And Fushi might not like how he fought, especially using 3 people as sacrificial lambs, but look at what happened. It worked. He got very helpful abilities in a way.
It worked.
Yeah, well, one was great with the crossbow. You could just keep like basically recharging it. Keep making bolts.
Yeah, he couldn't do that at first. That's Fushi's power. Fushi used his power to continuously replace the entire bow itself.
But I'm saying like with Fushi using it, like he has great aim with the crossbow, and with his stuff, he can actually make it recharge. So just pulling back, grabbing.
Yeah, so he's got like a semi-automatic weapon.
Basically, it's a semi-automatic crossbow.
Yeah,
one of them had a heavier armor, and what was the other one? Macer.
And we find out that he was bulky and heavy. Why is that? He's got a fucking shotgun.
Yep.
He has a whole shotgun in his fucking shit.
And when Fushi was getting in trouble with the knockers, who saved him?
The 3.
Kai, Macer, Haro.
And he's like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, you can revive people. How? Don't worry about it.
But yeah, basically, when the rope cut them off, that was where they revived.
Just like March.
Yeah, which we didn't see that. Yeah, we didn't see this time.
We saw a handprint at the end.
Yeah, but and I know I saw her in the preview for the next one.
Yes.
But no, basically, once he makes the vise and he separates them, it's basically brings them back.
So you think he's going to do that for all of them?
I think he will near the end. But does he lose that form while they're alive?
Gotta think so.
That's the thing.
Gotta think so.
Yeah, because if he's in his normal form, he really doesn't have anything to fight with.
Exactly. I was gonna say, yeah, he can't be Gugu once he gets him back. He can't be Parano once he gets her back. He can't be the bear. He can't be the owl. Those are all to me. Those are
also, yeah. By the way, guys, he lost a bear in this one. He finally lost the body.
Did he?
Yeah, this is where he lost the bear.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
that.
he was saving someone. He got stabbed, and the bear's gone.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So he finally lost the body in this fight.
Mm.
So yeah, and you find out that if they do die, basically he can just bring him back.
Cheat code.
Yep. So basically, they learn the power of respawning like a fucking video game.
Yep.
Like put my body here and then over there.
Yep.
Like,
And they're like, well,
basically,
wait, we have to fucking we have to travel so far. How are we gonna travel so far?
they kill them. They kill each other.
Suicide.
Yep.
I laughed at Macer. Don't kill yourself. No, I can't kill myself. Shoot me right here in the neck. Right here.
Yeah.
Bang.
And later on, they all start killing themselves. Like it's easy for them now apparently.
That's fucking wild.
And Fushi, right? Now even Fushi's like uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
He's like, how is this okay?
Everyone's losing their shit. Like, oh my god, he just committed suicide in front of us. He's fine.
And now they call Fushi over and they see Kahaku tied up.
Yes.
And basically because of the knockers.
Yeah, basically they wanted to travel someplace, and the knocker inside of Kahaku was like, no, don't go there, you're gonna get hurt. So they listened to him briefly, and then as soon as they said don't go, they were behind the wall, and the wall explodes, a couple people die, one of the knockers invades the one chick that's there. Kahaku ruthlessly, like he has been with the other three, fucking cuts her whole arm off.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like what are we fighting for? The people? Fuck the people. I care about Fushi only.
Yeah, and basically, he starts blaming Fushi for protecting the lives of everyone.
Yeah.
And like, so what? But yeah, Fushi's humanity, basically. Like,
he's saying, yeah, I care about Fushi's humanity. He's not human. He's not human.
Yeah, but the episode ends with Fushi seeing the handprint of March, and he recognizes like that means March is okay.
Yes, you hear March. If you see my handprint, it means I'm okay. March is okay. And he's like, huh?
But no, very good stuff.
This is really good, dude. This is like a solid like 4.25, almost 4.5.
Yeah, well, see how it ends.
Yeah, hopefully. I can't see how they fuck it up considering.
No, they've been going strong with like every episode.
And I found it interesting because the Kuro, the black man, said, hey, every knocker in existence is fighting you right now.
Yeah, like they're all here now.
I'm very curious to see, like, is this going to be the end of the knocker part and there's going to be another villain, or if like the grandest knocker is going to escape and say, one day we'll fight again, Fushi.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what the next episode.
Indeed.
Moving on, Tokyo Revengers.
More of Takemichi is an idiot. You know, all right, my turn to fucking vent real quick.
Go ahead.
One of the things I absolutely hate about Takemichi is you would think, right? You're in a gang, you have fought before, you have all these amazing fighters that are your teammates, right? A, why don't you learn to be a better fighter? B, why don't your instincts like kick in? And like C, if you're in the middle of a fight with somebody you know wants to kill you, why don't you fucking dodge a punch? Why don't you move out the way? You're just gonna stand there like a fucking moron. This wasn't supposed to happen. Crack jaw. Right? Like, it makes no fucking sense. As someone who has done boxing, done taekwondo, watches boxing and mixed martial arts religiously, you gotta protect yourself, motherfucker. That's the first thing of a fight. Protect yourself.
Facts.
Why the fuck doesn't Takemichi protect himself? What a fucking bakayaru. What a absolute fucking baka this motherfucker is, bro. Like, you hate on him because of the storyline and because mentally he's a moron. I'm hating on him because his fighting skills are non-existent, and he's been in I don't know how many hundred fights in the fucking 2.5 seasons that the show has been, or this 1.5 seasons the show has been going on. You would think by now, after getting your ass kicked a bunch of times, you'd get your ass kicked a little bit less or not as severely, at minimum, let alone win a fight.
Yeah, no, fuck this guy.
What the fuck?
I'm being real. I'm not feeling this season. I'm really fucking not.
The storyline is enthralling. He's just an idiot. He's an absolute idiot.
No, it's like I don't care about Black Dragon. I really fucking don't.
That's racist.
No, I mean, well, I'm an honorary ooze for the rest of the month.
Oh man.
But no, I don't give a shit about. There's no development for them. I don't fucking care.
Well, this is
just that Kisaki wants him.
Well, I can understand your sentiment in terms of the development, but there's two key things basically at the end of the episode. The entire reason why they're doing this is they're trying to take away a key piece of Kisaki's takeover, basically. And Black Dragon is a very key piece.
I feel like they're just gonna fuck it up again.
Well, that's the point of the show. You know, you take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
He's a fuck up. He's a fuck up. Fuck your talk no jutsu shit. Fuck you.
He's the worst to talk no jutsu. He's got no fucking gall like fucking Subaru.
He's just worse than everybody. And but anyway, the actual showdown is about to begin. And fucking Chifuyu and Takemichi, they start pumping each other up. Gives them like this scroll, whatever.
That was a nice moment.
That was cool. I liked them together, but
that was a nice moment.
They're doing a little shit. It's like a rally just to get them all get ready for Tomen.
Yep.
They're at the church. Takemichi has them waiting outside.
Yep.
He's gonna go inside.
Yep.
He goes in there, and who does he see? He was looking for Taiju, and he wasn't there.
He found Taiju.
No, he didn't come in yet.
No, he did. Oh no, not Taiju. He went looking.
Hakai. He went
to Hakai. His mission was to talk Hakai out of killing him. He was under the impression Taiju would get taken care of by the 3 of them.
Yeah, he's like, okay, but you guys, you're fine. But yeah, he's like talking. Yeah, he's talking to Hakai one-on-one.
Yep.
Basically, he doesn't want him to kill Taiju, and he's like, "No, you don't understand," type of thing. Like, all this has to happen.
Yep.
And then you hear footsteps, and it's fucking Taiju. Yep. And Takemichi's like, "What the fuck happened? What happened?"
What's it? Kisaki and Hanma betrayed fucking Mitsuya. Not Mitsuya. Chifuyu. I always get them confused between Mitsuya and Chifuyu.
Yeah. But it's like, nope. So basically, that was their plan the whole time because they want to talk to get fucking Taiju killed.
Yep.
Because we'll find out who he really talked to make this happen in a bit.
Yep.
But basically, Taiju talks to the guy. He's like provoking him to kill him.
Yep.
And he fucking chickened out. And then Takemichi gets his ass kicked.
Again.
Who stepped in?
Yuzuha, yeah.
Yeah, she came in with the knife, stabbed him in the back. But it wasn't a fatal.
Because Takemichi is a pussy.
Yeah, but it wasn't a fatal thing. And then
he yelled, he squealed, and then that basically caused Taiju with his lightning quick reflexes to turn just ever so slightly so it's not fatal.
Yep, and then Takemichi starts putting 2 and 2 together. It's like, wait a minute.
Yep.
So that's why Kisaki wanted to do this.
Kisaki always planned to turn on Takemichi, and he said basically, Hama asked him like, "Oh, if you knew you were gonna do this, why even go for the charade?" And he's like, "It's fun." Yeah. And Hama was like, "You're the only one that can entertain me." Derp, derp, derp.
Yeah. let me blow you.
Take your cock out, Kisaki.
Yep, pretty much.
All right,
MJF.
I gotta do my MJF.
Yeah, and then calling the Nassau police 3 times.
Hey, that's real heat, bro. In 2022, if you got the fucking
I was like,
police,
imagine being words that much.
Hey, it's still real to some, bro. I get it.
I know. But anyway, Chifuyu was like tied up on the top floor. Basically, they didn't kill him. They just beat the shit out of him. I would have just killed him, honestly. But I guess no good would come out of it with Mikey.
Yeah, basically.
So, basically, Kisaki talked to Yuzuha to do the killing and not Hakai. And because the fact that the shot wasn't fatal, Taiju beats the shit out of people, and now that was it.
End scene. I'm curious to see how they get out of it.
Wait, now, yeah, is it
We get the confirmation that Kisaki's always been a piece of shit from jump.
Oh, well, we knew that, yeah. So I wouldn't.
No, but I mean, like, he's like,
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him again. Like, Jesus Christ, I was like, go fuck yourself.
You wouldn't trust him again. That means he's going to try and trust him again.
Oh yeah, no, and then I will hate Takemichi more.
I will 100% hate Takemichi just as much. I am very, very ever but slowly, like riding that bandwagon with you. Right now, I've got one foot on the bandwagon of Takemichi is the worst MC ever. I got one foot on that bandwagon.
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Fucking.
All right, move on, buddy daddies.
We're only reviewing last week's because we did not see today's episode.
Yeah. So
did you see it or no?
No.
Okay, I did not either.
No, I asked if you were. If you were, I would have. But that's why I watched today's.
No, I didn't have time. Clearly, if I got on at 9:15.
Yeah. Oh god, but Kazuki is fucking great in this. How he's like overthinking as the parents. But yeah, basically picking up Miri from daycare. There's a field trip going on, and Kazuki gets pulled to the side saying, "Hey, Miri got into a fight." Didn't say the who or what. Just left it as, oh yeah, she kind of got in trouble with something.
Right.
So can you talk to him? As I heard something outside, but
probably your cat.
Yeah, probably. But so yeah, Kazuki's like was pestering Miri about like, hey, what happened? Did you do something? Like, did you hit him?
Yep.
And then Ray's like, did you win?
Yep.
You're not helping. And then Miri got upset, like, I hate you. Hate. Kazuki's heartbroken. I love it. It's just funny with that. And then, so basically, Kazuki's trying to get back into Miri's good graces by making a bento for the field trip.
Very kawaii one.
Yeah, a very cute one. Miri comes down. She says hi to Papa Ray. Not Kazuki. Just a good old hate you again. Fuck off. Go die. Go play in traffic. I hope you get hit by a car.
Truck-kun.
Yes, I hope we get Truck-kun. I hope we get a date with Truck-kun. So yeah, she grabs a school bag, goes to leave.
Forgets the bento.
Yeah, Kazuki sees this and he's like, oh shit, I gotta give it to him. Ray's like, no, we can't. We're not allowed.
Yep.
For the kids only.
Yep.
But Kazuki still doesn't listen because he wants to be the good papa again.
Yes, and you're skipping something that while they were having this whole thing in the morning, the news is on like it always is, and they talked about a bank robber being at large.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. He does play a little thing in this.
Yes, he does.
We get the bank addicted drug robber.
Yes, we get the drug addicted bank robber.
Yeah, we get Nick Gage.
I think Nick Gage likes children. Have you ever met Nick Gage?
I saw him live in that show we went to.
So he's the very first 8x10 that I ever got because my friend desperately wanted to meet him.
Right.
So we split it was a $40 fee to meet him, right? And more things are falling in your house. Anyway, so we met him. He did not smell like cigarettes like I thought he did, and he was actually pretty nice. He sounded kind of drugged up, not for nothing. He does sound like that, but he's very like meek when he's not doing his shtick. He's really a meek person. He's not a bad person to meet at all. You think like, oh, this guy looks like a fucking douchebag.
Right.
No, he's pretty chill.
Okay. Well, very good then for that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Basically, these kids are at the zoo. So it's what you call it? It's Miri. What do we have? Did we have the girls' names or no?
No.
Or is it just the boy, Taiga?
Their names are there. I don't recall them.
I know Taiga's the boy.
Yes.
Basically, her little group of friends with Taiga got lost.
There's only going to ever be one Taiga ever for me.
I know. I'm not saying I know his other name, and I don't care to look. But basically, they got lost from the group, so now they're trying to find their way back to fucking Anna and the rest of the class. Taiga was being a boy, basically, a dick. Yep. And then
Typical
Mary,
6-year-old boy. 4-year-old boy, sorry, they're 4. 4
Yeah.
and 5.
So Mary's like, "Stop it," type of thing.
Yep.
And
You're not
then,
nice.
Yeah, he's a tsundere. Fucking, what's the tigers of being tsunderes? They're fucking seriously. But all that's going on. They're about to pack up for lunch soon, and they see this guy trying to steal from the stall.
Yes. Well, no, you're skipping that they got lost.
I said they got lost.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, I said, yeah, Miri, Taiga, and Neris, they got lost from the class to try and find their way back.
Sorry. I'm currently sexting at the moment in between us.
Alrighty, very good. Well, I hope I hope your phone has a condom.
It is raw, baby.
Oh no, you don't have a phone protector, no screen protector.
No, I don't have a screen protector at all. I do have a Jujutsu Kaisen case though, for those who care.
All right.
By the way, whoops, sorry.
Oh, degenerate. Oh man, it's fine.
Yeah, Gojo-kun, the real Gojo.
Yeah, we'll get him back in July.
Indeed, we shall.
That's gonna be hard with everything coming out this year. It's
so difficult, dude, for real.
It's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna fucking cry. But anyway, moving on. The fucking big addicted drug robber is stealing some lunches from the food stall because the employee left it unattended.
Yes.
So we're getting fired. So Mary, of all people, I was going, "Hey, you gotta push a button for that, sir. You need service.
You gotta make it go beep.
Yes, before you take it, you fucker.
You gotta make it go beep."
And he's like, "Get lost," and then the employee comes back and say, "Oh, can I help you?" He's like, "I don't want him anymore." Goes away. So that happens. Now the kids sit down to eat. While they're doing it, they're all talking. They're talking about a Mario Kart. We know what the fuck it is. I'm not saying the fake title. So Mary's like hyping up Papa Ray's. Oh, he's the best at it. He has all the levels, all the characters, all the boosts, power-ups. You should come over, meet him. So Kazuki is like, "Oh, but no, he's not dating my daughter. I don't approve of that." It's like, dude, they're 4. Calm the fuck down.
Hey, there's perverts at 4.
You're right.
Perverts are perverts.
I know.
They start early.
It's like, wow, I can't believe she's already 18. What? What?
I said 8. Same thing. What?
Oh god, imagine saying that at birth. It's a girl. Wow, I can't believe she's already 18.
18 seconds, you creep.
No, it's just a Royland. You don't care. 18's 18.
Oh my god, we're gonna get reported for fucking
I know.
child shit. Now,
I know. All right, the agent that's watching, relax. It's a joke.
Oh man.
But yeah, they all sit down for their lunch. Mary forgot her shit, so Taiga, being a tsundere, gives her some of his. So do the other girls, and of course, the bacon-addicted drug robber comes back, and he's about to steal her shit. That hurt.
Her create a bento, because when they go to sit down in front of like this little yard area,
they'll give her some of their stuff.
Yep, she realizes, oh, I don't have my bento. Oh, you can have some of this. Oh, you can have some of this.
That.
Taiga even offered, and that's where they made up.
He was being Sidera. Yeah, they made up. They're cool.
Yep.
Kazuki's like, he ain't fucking my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But no, and this fucking robber pulls a gun out on a child.
What a piece of shit.
Yo, bentos are real. They're no joke here. And then you see Kazuki and Ray as an alpaca and bunny.
Yep.
And you saw the murder. It was great. And you find out it was a toy gun. But still, like, who does that?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, but I like the beat up hop and puck. As they're beating them up.
Yep.
And then, they check up on them, and the kids go back.
Yep, the teacher finds them. Anna Sensei finds them.
Yep, and then we go back to home. Kazuki and Ray are there. Miri comes home. She goes to Kazuki and says, "Papa!
Kazuki, Papa! Daisuke!"
Yeah, they made up. They love each other. Gives her the bento, and it was cute.
It was a decent episode. I enjoy this more than I enjoy Spy Family, truth be told.
I hate that people aren't given a chance because they assume it's a yaoi. When
It's not.
I know it's clearly fucking not. But
I forgot Play It Cool Guys again. I always when you say yaoi, I always forget to do Play It Cool Guys. Because you know why? I have it on our list and for you to catch up and you haven't.
I know. We'll do it next week.
Okay, we'll skip.
Alrighty, My Hero Academia.
Another solid episode.
Definitely a solid episode.
It's a 5. There's nothing else to be said. This is a 5-star anime this season. The best season that they've ever produced.
No, it's
stellar.
Yeah, we get Dark Deku in action actually,
and he's a savage.
And basically, we get our old friend, the muscle guy.
Muscle Man, do the Muscle Man dance. It's the only thing Bray Wyatt ever did that was great. The Muscle Man dance.
And let your backbone slip. That was cringe, but it worked.
It was great. It was absolutely great.
Yeah, it's just a shame they fucked it up.
Of course. Damn it, Vince.
But yeah, with the muscular thing.
Muscle, pal.
Yes.
Muscle.
But yeah.
Egg.
Paralegals.
Where's Trish Stratus? Sir, 2022, not 2002. Where's Trish Stratus?
Like the company's worth $9 billion now. I got more side money for.
Isn't that fucking wild? It's 33% more than they reported. They were thinking $6 billion. It's $9 billion.
I can't understand how it's that much.
He's not gonna get that much.
Even with the media rights, it shouldn't be that much.
I think he's gonna like get 5. I'm calling it now. $5 billion.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
And I already see Endeavor being the possible guys getting it. So
Endeavor. Oh my god. And they would keep him there. That's the worst part.
As a thing,
if they kept Dana White in the UFC Endeavor, they would keep Vince McMahon.
As the thing, Eric Bischoff called it when the whole thing was discussed. He said that was his dark horse who was going to get it.
By the way, I also met quickly on anime related. I met Eric Bischoff and Gerald Briscoe. Wonderful people. They were really nice. I got invitations from them. I got pictures by them.
Yeah, Eric's like. He's still a bit of a liar, but he's also wholesome now. It's scary.
Yeah.
Especially how he talks in his podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't the same man from 2002, 1997 that wants to fuck grandmas. What the fuck? But yeah, basically Muscular's causing mayhem around the city. We see Dark Deku like basically saving these like 2 heroes in training. I think they were.
They were provisionaries.
Provisionaries.
Yeah, they were in their final years at their respective school.
Yeah. Before that though, they start like talking to the civilians. Like they want their help. Like, we don't need you guys. We got support items. You guys basically. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck the heroes.
They do not care about heroes. Then this is where Muscular starts fucking things up. Has the guy, and then of course Deku saves him.
Yeah.
Using more of his powers, like he's being smart with his powers.
Yep. I'm gonna have chips while I drink.
Yep. And then we get a flashback of All Might talking to like Hawks, Jetus,
Penis,
and Endeavor. Basically, they're having their own group because basically.
By the way, I got emotional before they had that moment when.
The mother?
All Might, with the mother. Oh, I got emotional seeing that.
No, it was sad. They did that very well. Basically, Midoriya woke up, and the mother was there, and then Deku talks about dropping out of school, like he told them.
Yep, he's like, I'm not going back.
Then All Might understood.
Yep.
And then he's like, they like comforted the mothers, like I'm actually going to protect you this time. Like how we played as when I was younger.
I completely forgot that they had already told the mother the secret way back. Completely forgot that.
Yeah. Well, All Might kind of had to at that point. That was when he was done with it.
Right. It's really good though, because they did mention the doctor had told them, like, listen, the last time that you did this, like your bones would shatter and the impact would come from within. Now your body's more adept to it, and the impact came from outside, which is good. None of your bones shattered throughout any of this. You're healed, like you're finally really adapting to One for All, which is a nice revelation.
Yeah, but just still don't go overboard with the 100.
Basically.
Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be shit out of luck.
Basically.
Yeah, but yeah, we had that really nice moment, and this is where we get the team because again, All Might told Endeavor, Genist, Hawks. So basically, it's just them forming their own little group to try to take these villains.
By the way, was All Might driving Night Eye's Batman mobile?
I think he was.
I noticed that, and I was like, "Oh, he's got Night Eye's Batmobile."
Yeah, I think that got inherited to him.
Yeah. That was cool.
So we'll get to that. Yeah, so that was nice. And then we get the fight with Deku Muscular. And it wasn't a drawn out battle, like very competitive back and
Deku
forth.
fucking dominated. But it helped because in the battle that you mentioned with the students, you should go back to that really quick.
With what?
Oh my god, all right, home. I'm been showing. Go, man. Anyway, so the battle, as Matt said, they were the supervision students. The muscular guy comes over. One of the guys tries to take him on individually. He's got the power of like vibration.
Yeah.
And he basically uses his vibration technique to kind of distort his muscles so they don't work as well. But of course, he's got all this muscular power. He increases the power. The guy's out of commission now because he used 100% of his power. And just as he's about to get crushed, Deku comes, fucking drop kicks Muscle Man in the back. He goes flying. And we see that he's got one of the new techniques, which is smoke screen. But because his power is so like
I talked a little bit about that earlier. Is this not in full detail?
Yeah, it went in full detail because you have to go back for that. And so it goes in the full, and he's basically using all of his. He's using the danger sense. He's using the smoke screen. He's using the whip. And basically they end up going into a canal after a while. And Deku's trying to talk him out of it, trying to talk him out of fighting. And Muscle Man's like, no, I want to fight. That's all I do this for. I want to be battled. Like, I want to fight. So Deku's like, all right. And he does a Detroit smash at 45%. Fucks him up. Keep in mind, when he fucked him up the first time, he used 100% Detroit smash and he survived it.
Yeah, and just with like a broken arm.
With a broken arm, 100%, and he survived it. Now, he used a 45% Detroit smash, fucking smashed him. He basically drops him off in front of the police station and says, you need an Iron Maiden for this guy, and then goes away. And then as they're thinking about it, the provisional student is the provisional student from one of the battles of the schools from, I think, season 1 or 2. 2. And so that was cool. And so basically Deku returns to All Might in the Batmobile and they have a conversation. Deku briefly has a conversation with All Might, and it's Hawks that has a conversation with him, like, you need to support him, blah, 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 blah. Danger Sense goes off on Deku. Deku goes off away again. But one key piece is that he's using support. He's using another support system himself. He's got support gauntlets, and the support gauntlets are basically allow him to use more of his power without fucking up his actual body. But they said, hey, that's why he only did 45%. He's like, this is my power when he hit him. And then All Might reminded him, like, hey, remember these gauntlets, they don't support 100%. You'll blow them out. So just be careful with that. Oh, no problem. On my way. And they go. And we find out the gauntlets came from America. Of course, America made. That means they're going to fuck up quick. Yep. So anyway.
Anything else happened after this?
Oh, I guess we should mention also that he spoke to Gran Torino in the hospital.
Yeah, because he talked about how he talked to her. The love of his life, basically. Let's just be real.
A little bit. But Gran Torino basically gave him a sound advice. He's like, listen, sometimes killing people means saving them. Don't be hesitant to kill them if you have to. And he gives Deku his like torn up scarf. And was like, hey, and he wears it into battle now.
Pretty much.
Still fucking solid shit, guys.
Alrighty. Trigun.
This is so much better than the original, dude, for me.
If it ends strong, it might be actually that, yeah.
It's so much better, so much darker, a lot more drama.
Hell, we got more development on Wolfwood. And I love the animation for the fight. Very good. But basically, what you call it? Meryl and Roberto, they're basically no Vash, no Nick.
They dropped them off on the stand steamer, and they're like, "We're
Yep.
gonna go write a report." Meryl's pissed off, like, "No, we should follow them."
Basically, yeah, she's not satisfied with it.
Not at all, right?
Nope. So basically, they're like, "Say fuck this, we're going after them."
Yep.
So they're starting to follow. So we get that for a bit, and then on the thing, Vash is talking to Nick. He's like, "Why are you following me?" type of thing.
And I laugh, by the way, as they're following them.
Yeah.
How you have the what's called the EDM version of Mad Max next to them on the side. That was funny.
Right.
That was really funny.
Yeah, so yeah, Vash and Nick, they started having a little conversation, but unfortunately it ends right there because we got a new character, someone from the manga that was not in the original anime, Livio.
Yes, Wolfwood's foster brother, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, basically he's like all has like machinery type of thing, metallic, and starts trying to shoot at Vash. Because his target is Vash. And Nick sees him, starts trying to stop him. They like it's Livia, like he's like don't do this type of thing. And Vash is like, wait, you know him? So because of this is alerting the cops on the steam train thing.
Right. Can't, because you remember from the first iteration, you can't. There's no violence on the steamers.
Yeah,
you're shooting guns.
Yep, but unfortunately, and Vash trying to explain that they weren't shooting the guns; it was him type of thing. But like, don't kill him. Yeah, like he's still trying to keep the situation like it's okay, everything's fine. But it's really not. And then Livio starts shooting at Nick. And we get that half of this is just a flashback of Nick.
Yeah, his time growing up in the
orphanage.
He's smoking weed. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, he was always like a kid that was basically by himself. And we had Livio
was a crybaby at first.
That was a nickname, Livio the Crybaby. And then they eventually got to the point where they were getting along.
They became brothers.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, they told Nick that, congrats, you passed the selection.
Yep.
Basically, they go to the test and they give him a drug to make him like this super soldier type thing where
he's got S+ compatibility with this drug that basically he can get shot up a bunch of times. He can look like Swiss cheese as long as he can take the drug. He heals.
Yep, and they fucking overdose him on this, and they got to the point where basically it grew his body. So he's this 12-year-old boy, but basically Wolfwood is a kid in an adult's body.
Well, Wolfwood by now is like 18 or some shit, right?
I would think at this point, but maybe, but that's still the fact that basically his childhood basically gone like that, and basically it's for we want you to kill people for us.
Yep.
And of course he's saying
specifically he wants to kill people for knives.
Yes, that's right. We find out it was basically his knives stuff. This was his.
But we knew it was because the scientist is the scientist that always worked with him.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Well, I forgot his name.
Blue Summers is the guy that tortures him.
Right. What? Not.
Sorry for that, guys.
I'm sorry. William, that's the scientist.
Okay.
Yeah, William Conrad.
Naruto.
Yeah. So now because since Nick is refusing, he's basically in jail. But you're like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
No, he's in jail because he tried to fucking break out.
That's right. He was breaking out, and then all of a sudden, just his body went like folded, twisted. Did they say why? Was it because of knives, or was it because of someone else?
It had to be because of somebody else.
Yeah. So that because of this, he's in custody, and they said basically you're gonna do what we tell you to for knives, or Livio's gonna do it.
Yep.
But he doesn't say yes.
Nope.
He still wants to choose. He wants to choose his own destiny. He wants his own thing.
Yep.
And he wants Livio to do the same thing. Like he's gonna try to get him out of here.
Yep.
But as you can see, he fails.
Yep.
And it's just such a dramatic thing. Even though he basically did abandon him, he still wants to help him.
Yep.
After seeing him. And it's getting to the point now where there's like hundreds of guards, and it's just Vash, Livio, and Nick.
Yep.
And before anyone shot fire, that was where that episode ended. And also we have bandits on the thing now because they were chasing Meryl and Roberto.
Yep. No, they weren't. They were next to them. Then they blew past them.
Okay.
Because they wanted to get the plant.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh no, they didn't want the plant. They wanted the money. They wanted the money that was on there.
They want money, yeah.
They wanted the money that was on there.
And now, so basically, now there's trouble everywhere. There's Livio, the guards, and now these bandits.
Yep.
So basically, someone's dying in the next episode.
Duh.
I don't know who though, but fuck.
It's just still really good. Lots of death early, lots of storyline development. They gave you more reasons to care about every character that's not Vash from the jump, and Meryl, because nobody really cares about Meryl. Really, she's just hot.
I like Meryl though, but yeah,
I like Meryl. No, I definitely like Meryl, but you don't have a backstory to Meryl as of right now, like you did before. Like like Meryl isn't as endearing, I think.
No, I do wish we got more of that, but I think it's just mostly focusing on Vash.
Yeah, Vash is still Vash, which is fine. Yeah, but everybody else around him is improved, and that's what makes the story better.
Yeah, and I don't mind Roberto. He's the mentor,
right?
And like, fuck that. Who the fuck cares that Millie's not there? She was basically slice of life comedy relief. Fuck that.
Right.
I like her, but it's not like a deal breaker of why I don't want to watch it.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I also got it wrong. The story is original, but they're just taking stuff from the manga,
which is great.
Yeah, so yeah, they got their own thing. It's a different take.
It's a flavor, a different flavor, and I like this flavor. Definitely like this flavor.
Yeah, and people can't accept that. They either haven't read the manga or just they want to be the same. Like, oh, we can't reboot it. Like, if it's good, it's good. Like, if you actually give it a chance, instead of just fucking.
What's the Mal rating
on Trigun?
Yeah,
7.36.
Okay, so good.
Yeah, it's a good rating.
Yeah,
I was expecting a 6 or 6 between 5 and 6 for like people hate watching or.
No, you can't hate.
But no, but yeah, and the only thing that's like negative is saying, "Oh, watch the original," or.
Look, they're not bastardizing this. That's the thing, right? That's one of the things that you don't want with the show, with any show that you're rebooting, is you don't want to bastardize the original. And the original is so like endearing to people. People are so attached to it. So I understand that aspect. But they're not bastardizing this at all because it's a new flavor and it's a different take and it's a different direction. And again, as I said, there's more. They're throwing more at you faster than the previous season,
right?
Which was fantastic. So
yeah, so I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a nice job.
I'm very invested in this early on versus where it took me until like the middle part of the second half of the second core of the original to get into it,
right?
So Sleepy Matt.
Yes, a little bit. Oh god, it's like almost. We got. All right, let's close up this part before we do our rom-coms.
Yes.
Season finale of Eminence and Shadow.
Fucking awesome.
This was actually really good.
It was fucking tits. That's what it was. It was tits.
But yeah, basically we picked up where we left off. We got a little bit of. Now we see Iris on the ground after Monday Men basically mind fuckers.
Yep.
And we got that perspective, and basically got to the point where Iris flipping out, screaming shadow.
Yep.
So now it's round 2 basically. And so yes, her shadow. Who joins? Who joins the fight?
Eris.
I said Eris. I said outside of Eris.
Oh, what's her face?
Beatrix. Yeah. So now basically, this half of this episode is a 2-on-1 fight,
and he's handling them easy
with crowbars. He has crowbars.
Easy fucking peasy.
No sword, just crowbars. They're fighting around the city. They're not even touching them. He's just using, basically, he's like dodging after image.
Yep.
And again, no special weapon, just ordinary crowbars.
Nope.
They're getting their cheeks clapped. They're getting to the.
That was nuts when he took the fucking crowbars out. That was fucking ridiculous.
I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do with those?
Block fucking deathly sword attacks with ease is what the fuck he did.
So basically they got to they were fighting, they got to the clock tower part, and then they were telling Sid to run.
Yep.
And he has like this maniacal laugh. It reminded me of it reminded me of Light from Death Note with how psychotic he was with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I fucking love it for that. But
run where?
And he's like, why? And then he's having way too much fun. And then fucking knees gives Iris a V trigger, basically.
Yep, basically.
Like
that was great.
like amateur.
Kenny Omega, eat your heart out.
Yeah, like no thigh slapping, just straight up bass.
Bang.
And then Beatrix tries to fight, and then boom, fails that.
Yeah.
And before we continue, while that's going on, what's her name? Rose. She's like walking around, like trying to figure out what to do, and you see that she was talking to someone in the alleyway.
It was Alpha.
Yeah. She convinced Rose to join.
Yep.
And then she like says softly, like, "I'm sorry, Father."
And she is now number 666.
We'll get to that after this, but
yes,
because that's where she gets it. But
yes,
Iris does this powerful attack, does nothing, like dodges,
right?
And they thought it would be a distraction with Beatrix. Nope, gets them both down. He's going up top. He's like, he's gonna blow up everything.
Yep.
He's like, but you see like static.
Yeah, he pulls his ultimate move. I am nuclear. And he's like, except it's for show. Dissipates all the storm clouds, bright light.
And he's gone.
And Aries fucking loses her shit.
Yep. Basically, he was just still trolling.
Still toying with them. She toyed with them. Could have easily killed them at any point.
But he's like,
both of them together at the same time could have just killed them like nothing.
But he's saying not yet.
Crazy.
It's that time.
So goddamn crazy.
Yeah, and we get to the other side of this, where the shadow.
By the way, quick pause. How is it no one has figured out looking at Sid? Man, you look a lot like Shadow.
I think he alters his appearance to look a little older, and his voice is different.
Yeah, the voice is different, clearly. It looks, though. He's in the paper. He's all over the newspaper there.
I guess the hair. It's like the hair is longer, so they cover his face a little bit. I don't know. It's Clark Kent shit.
Does he like fucking do like the wrestler move and like wet his hair so it like droops down more? Like what?
It's either that or it makes it altered to make it see something else.
So you got one woman altering her tits with the thing, and the other one's altering his hair.
No, but like I feel like he's like they see his face as something else.
No.
Then no, I don't know. Then I don't know.
Facial structure is very similar, just a deeper voice, and the hair is a little different.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. But yeah, now on the other side, we get to Shadow Garden.
Yes.
And now basically, like this is where Rose gets her number.
Yeah, they show that their hidden base is a once thought destroyed origin city of Alexandria. However, it's hidden in the mist in a jungle where there's many magical beasts that many can't defeat.
Then Omega is the one that's like the one that was talking to Rose. Like strips her naked.
No, before that, you have to go like, they basically had the foundation because Shadow once faced the mist dragon that's here, like the most powerful beast. He defeated the dragon, and the dragon said, "You are now the
owner of this place, yeah.
The king of the layer of the domain," and said,
Right.
"There you go," and bathed him in dragon's breath. Which is a pretty cool story. But yes, it was Omega.
It's a cool story. But yeah, it's Omega is the one that's talking.
Not Kenny.
Yeah, no. The hot Omega.
Indeed, she is.
But yeah, they talking. She's talking to Rose like you're 666, and now basically gotta strip you of everything.
Yep. Completely slices up her clothes. She's butt fucking naked.
Yeah. And she's just freaking out.
Yep. Because the reason why she freaked out is because the one piece of attachment she had to Sid, who she doesn't know is Shadow, was sliced up that hamburger paper that was folded up to origami.
Yep.
And it's sliced up to shit, and she just because they want her to be a cold-blooded killer.
Pretty much. Also, we're missing someone. We got the return of Sherry.
Yes.
The yandere.
Yes. Sherry sees Shadow, stabs the picture of Shadow with a knife, says, I swear I will. Cuts to the Alexandria scene.
Yeah, it's like I can't wait to see you type thing.
So do you think Sid gets with Sherry, or you think Sid gets with Rose? Those are the two options.
I think neither.
Do you think he's gonna get with what's her face? Alexia?
Maybe. Or just nobody.
No, I think he's gonna get pussy eventually.
He has a harem of fucking.
I mean, I'm sure he's fucked. He's fucked at least Alpha. You got to think, right?
Or Beta.
Got to think he's fucked them, right?
At least one or two, maybe. I don't know.
They must have sucked him off.
Something. It's like that assassin aristocrat one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, basically, and then like this last scene, we see like Sid on the piano playing
Moonlight Sonata again.
Yeah, and he still does it beautifully.
Yep.
And he's like, now the real fun begins, basically.
Yep. I laugh at first. He's like, I'm gonna play it like that next time. That was really good.
Yeah. But yeah, this ended strong.
Very strong. It bumped it up to a 4.
Yeah, this is a 4.
Yep.
Good stuff. I'm looking forward to season 2 when we get it.
Which is half. They said it's only going to be 13 episodes.
Yeah, which is fine.
Perfectly fine.
Because I don't think it's not cut off the light novel. I think that's why.
20 is weird. 20 was a very weird number. Eternity's 20 though.
Yeah.
As Matt continues the fall.
Yeah. I'm counting what we got left.
You got 4 left. I think.
4, 5.
What haven't we talked about?
We got the rom-com. So we got Nagatoro.
Yes.
Kubo, Ice Guy, Angel, and Tomo.
Yes.
You want 5 more to go, folks.
You want to do Ice Guy as the co-main?
I thought we said Kubo because
you said Kubo, yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah. I just went off.
So let's do Nagatoro.
Yeah, so let's start off with Nagatoro, the least of the 5.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a ski episode.
Yes. Before that, though, the skiing, basically Senpai wants to try contacts.
Yes, which we find out during the ski episode. That's why he wanted the contacts.
Yeah, but basically he's having a hard time putting them on.
Yep.
And of course, Nagatoro sees it.
And is like, hey, I put contacts in my brother once.
Well, before that, you want to look like you want to be a Giga Chad finally?
What the fuck is a Giga Chad? Enlighten me. What is that?
Giga Chad. Need a proper definition here. Hold on.
Give me. You went from 4-Eye Geek to fucking Giga Chad. I never understood that. Like, oh, you're a Chad. What the fuck is a Chad? Other than a name. It's the name of one of my good friends.
Like
They'll never listen to this. Shout out to you, Chad, if you ever do.
Let's hold on. Let me look up that Urban Dictionary.
First thing, a penis wrinkle.
No, not that. But
The very first definition I ever heard from
basically the ultimate man, the Chad to out Chad old Chads. The alpha male of alpha males. If a woman were to look in his direction, she would immediately orgasm. His jawline is a perfect 116 degrees. The absolute Chad to end all absolute Chads. Are you
that
picking
will
up
never
what?
be senpai.
No.
Never will be senpai.
Absolutely not.
No.
I know definitions. Giga Chad, you.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, this type of Giga Chad, you'll find out other shit. And he's like, no, not that. And it's like, oh, you can't do this. That means you can't do this with your glasses.
Which is true.
It is fucking true, but he still fucking does it.
I do that with my sunglasses. I'm like,
right. But no, basically, she's trying to help him put them on. But he's like, no. It's like his eyes like rolling the back of his head type of thing.
Yep. And of course, they made it fucking racy when she put them on. Of course.
But yeah, eventually he gets it on, and of course Nagatoro has his glasses.
Yep.
How is she not having a headache from that? Because if you wear someone else's glasses, you're it's gonna fuck your head and your sight a bit.
Yes, it does.
So, and now we get skis.
Yes, ski episode.
Senpai,
I'm gonna put this on mute while I do my Japanese lesson real quick. Sorry.
It turns out Senpai has friends.
He
does.
Not
girls. But no, basically all that's going on, and then basically they all go to the ski resort, but they really don't know how to ski. So
not at all.
Nope. They just want to. They just want to go for unknown reasons. Excuse me.
No, it had to be a school trip. Had to be a school trip, dude.
Yeah,
all the people are there.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, we'll say it's a school trip. So because of it, but yeah, Nagatoro's like with her friends. They're skiing pretty well. She sees Senpai, and basically turns out like, oh, you don't know how to ski? It's like, well, let me teach you. Like, I don't like going to the beginner cell because it's too easy for me. So I'm just gonna help you. And of course, every time he starts to go down, he curves to the side and hits the snowbank. Every time. But no, basically, we get a little montage of her trying to help him out. And basically, he's like, oh, yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's okay. And then basically, his friends will say, is that your girlfriend? He's like, no. It's this glasses shit. But he tries to help out one of his friends' skis. And of course, when he tries to, he fucks up.
Yep.
Again. But
because I was finishing up the lesson. Did you mention I saved the kid?
What?
Did you mention I saved the kid?
I thought that was after. Wait, that's later.
Oh, sorry. I thought because you said that he fucked up. I'm thinking the end.
So, no. He didn't save the kid yet.
Okay.
Sorry. Like I said, he was teaching he tried to teach his friends. Like, oh yeah, so are you pretty good now? Like, yeah, I think I can teach you.
Yep.
And it fails.
Of course.
Yeah, this happens like a little bit after this. So basically, first it's he doesn't want to go skiing.
Nope.
Like he's bandaged up, all that.
Yep.
His feet hurt.
Yep.
Doesn't want to. So Nagatoro's like, fine. But of course, he talks to one of the bullies, the smarter one, I guess. Not really smarter, but the redhead, the leader.
Yep.
He's like, if you're asking me what you should do, you already know the answer. So first he starts practicing by himself. And then we get to someone's coming.
I'm sure someone is.
Yeah, so is he. But no, he saw that a kid was about to crash. So he saves the kid. But now someone else is coming in full speed.
And he's taking fucking Instagram photos and shit while he's skiing.
Yeah, this fucking jock guy, and of course Nagatoro.
The Chad.
Yeah, no, he's fucking Andrew Tate shit. But so yeah, Nagatoro just swoops in, grabs Senpai, turns her head, glares like, "Watch where you're going."
We're sorry.
Yep, he just backs away, skis away. That's it. No, he done. He out of here.
Yep.
So all that happens, and then basically they start skating together. Nice scene.
It was.
Yeah, this is fun. It's like
No, you skip the whole thing. They ski together. That's fine. And then the end of the episode is they're only there for the final day, and they ask Nagatoro like, "Oh, can Paisen ski?" And she's like, "Yeah, watch this." He starts to ski.
Oh yeah,
and right turn into the fucking snow embankment.
Yep.
And everyone starts laughing, and Nagatoro is embarrassed both for Senpai and herself because she's his senpai in skiing.
And she taught him for like 2 days.
Did you just hear my cat just whine?
Yep.
I think it's because the other cat is.
Yeah. But yeah, this is basically the same quality as season 1.
It's solid.
I say it's good. Like it's still good stuff.
It's okay. I was, honestly, I think what doesn't help it this season is there's so many other strong rom-coms that it puts this one kind of to shame.
That's the thing. I think it was like on its own or like the only popular one. It'd probably be stand out more.
It would.
But yeah, but I guess it's the same quality as this first season. It's not really.
It's
not really new improvements.
No, it's just standard fare. Not bad.
Yeah.
Did you see the post that Maurice in our group posted?
No, what he post?
Well, puppy. So he posted. He's like, meanwhile, the manga's getting hot and heavy, and it's a panel from the manga, and it shows Senpai and Nagatoro bathing together, like legitimately bathing together.
Nice.
And Nagatoro basically, like, I guess, slips and falls onto Senpai's back, and she's again naked. So like her tiny little titties are touching his back. So that'll be interesting to
whenever we get that.
Indeed.
All right, let's move on. Ice Guy.
Cute.
We get a Halloween episode.
A bunch of shit just fell.
All right, very good.
Clean up later.
Yeah, but yeah, we got a Halloween themed episode. All 4 of them will talk about what would happen if they won billion yen from like this was like a lottery.
Yeah.
What they do. One was like,
you can have pumpkin spice latte for 1,800 years.
Oh, no, I'm saying before that one. I was going to like, one of them would just buy a house or apartment upright.
Yeah, Komori. Komori is like, I'll buy an apartment in a high-rise apartment, and she's like, the guy's like, you'll have a lot more money than that. He's like, I'll buy 2. And I will I will charge somebody rent, live off of the rent, and be happy. And Himuro was like, you realize you can just live off of a happy life with just the money you have without doing that, right?
You should just want more money on top of that.
Basically,
she wants to get paid while not touching that. That's like emergencies or vacations.
I guess.
Like a regular landlord.
Logical.
Exactly. And now Fuyutsuki, she's like, I want a Starbucks. I would buy a Starbucks special every day.
Once a day.
Yep, once a day, and you find out it's like 1,800 years.
And she's like, "Will Starbucks be around for 1,800 years?" And
like,
they're
will we be around?
The bigger question is, will we be around for 1,800 years?
Yeah, the Fuyutsuki's talking about how she wants to try this new flavor, the black pepper pumpkin. Weird.
Black. Yeah, it's a black. Pumpkin black pepper.
Yeah. And basically, like, I always want to try it, but it's always busy when I get there.
Yep.
So Himuro was like, So because of this, he goes to Starbucks by him, and it's quiet. And it's like, oh, how long's your commute? An hour. Like, I don't need a cooler. I want 4 of these. Yes, with your Nerf guns.
Get back. You don't know me like that. I ain't playing around. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah. Basically, he says, I want 4 of these. I commute an hour. I don't need a cooler. I can keep them cool. It's fine.
Daijobu.
And he summons snowmen from.
Of course, because that's what he does.
Yeah. He gets to work. He talks about how he brought it, and then Fuyusuki is like, "Oh yeah, I did find one, and I that was actually not busy, and I actually got him." So now they have 8.
Yes, and they gave 2 to Kotori and who's the other girl's name? I always forget her name.
Otonashi.
Kotonashi?
Otonashi.
Okay.
Otonashi. They save one. So they have 2 left. They save 1 for the Buddha manager.
Yep. We get the introduction of Kaicho, the president of the company, and she's really pretty.
Oh yeah. So basically,
as fuck.
Yeah. So they give her ones like, "Oh, I hope you're not trying to bribe me over with this money for the Halloween contest." They're like, "What? What contest?"
Nani?
Basically, it's a Halloween contest. The winner gets 100,000 yen, and basically a buffet. Basically buy dinner with it.
Yep.
All you can eat.
Yep.
And basically, it's like, oh, just be creative with your costumes. Like that's why I like doing it. I like seeing how people are with the costumes.
Even if I've got to pay out of pocket, so it's not company money. She's actually giving 100,000 yen of her yen.
Yep.
Which, by the way, 100,000 yen is really only I think it's like $1,000, right? Hey Google, how much is 1,000 yen in American dollars?
$700. 745.
46 cents.
740. So what?
$745.68.
Isn't that's such a fucked up conversion rate, eh?
Well, now let me try 1 billion.
It's gonna be a few thousand.
Hold on.
As I try to gather.
1 billion yen is $7 million.
1 billion yen is $7 million.
Yeah, $7,456,844.
A billion yen.
Yep.
Is Okada worth a billion yen?
Yes.
Is Kidomiya worth a billion yen?
Well, after he beats him, this.
You really think he's gonna beat him?
I would love for him to, but I know he won't.
I highly doubt he's going to.
I think it'd be nice if he actually got it, but they won't do it.
No way.
It would have to be a draw if it's not main event.
It's gonna be draw. That's my prediction. It's gonna be a 30-minute draw.
Yeah, because basically they're both world champions and they really can't lose right now.
Neither of them can. No. I honestly think, regardless of the result, I think who's Kiyomiya's next challenger for the belt?
I don't think he has one right now.
Well, whoever the next challenger is, if it's somebody credible. Bye belt.
Well, better.
Bye belt Kun. As what's his face would say? Takahashi.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna look real quick.
Of what?
If there is a challenger.
I really don't.
There is none because Okada attacked him after. So so no one came out to say, "Hey, I want to be next."
Well, isn't that just a flat shame?
So we'll probably get a challenger after this ends and the next tour happens.
Gotta think so, right? I think Kiyomiya. I honestly think Kiyomiya loses to whoever his next fight is going to be. He'll lose, and that'll be the challenger. And depending on who it is, it may be credible or not. You know, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll get to that. But anyway, let's move on to the episode. Basically, Katori wants to make the dress. He wants to make an outfit for him and Otonashi.
Yes.
As like this weird mask thing.
Yes.
And she's like, why am I wearing that?
Well, it's really cool, but for a beautiful woman, not so much.
And also doesn't scream Halloween.
It does. I think it does. It's a Japanese Halloween, so I think it kind of does.
Okay,
because it's like a spirit. That type of mask. It's very similar to what I saw in Inuo, and it's like something of like a spirit.
Okay, that's fair then.
Yeah. As Mac.
But yeah. Now the other 4, they're trying to figure out what they want to do. Fuyusuki mentions vampires, but
No, first she wanted to be the Halloween costume. Like I was laughing. The guy that does the dance, the Halloween dance,
yeah,
that was what that costume was. And so they wanted to do that costume, but they went to multiple stores
I
around
was
the area.
saying
They were all sold
because I
out.
was saying because Himuro was like pictures like a mummy then a vampire,
Yep,
but then she's like, I want pumpkin. He's like, but I can't see your cute face,
I can't see
basically.
your face.
And then basically, then they go to the store. It's sold out. So Hiromu was like, he shopped like, is this really popular? So store after store, like 6 stores later, nothing.
Nope.
It's out. It's not gonna be in time for Halloween.
Yep.
And now I was like, okay, time for a backup. And this is where they do the vampire thing.
Right.
They're all vampires. And basically, what's going on? They got their costumes. Fuyusuki is working a little later.
Yep.
And Katori goes over like, I'm fucked. We're in trouble.
Yep.
I forgot I made costumes. They looked great, but I left them at home. And it'll be an hour there to grab it there and come back. It takes an hour to put it on. And the party ends at 8:00.
And it's a really pretty outfit.
It is, yeah.
Like a princess, which is really nice.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, by the time they put it on, the contest is over and the party's over.
Yep.
So it's like, shit. I thought Fuyusuki was going to go there and get it because she was like close by or something, but
yep.
Definitely no. But basically, she suggests going as mummies.
Yep.
So they use like these eco-friendly toilet paper to wrap them up.
Not toilet paper. It was recycled paper from their meetings.
Oh, okay. So it was like paper towels or some shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they wrap the two up and they're mummies. There you go. Problem solved.
Yep.
They love it.
Yep.
And now they put on their outfits. They told Hiromu to come over, and he sees Fuyusuki with the blood on her lip.
Yep.
It's fake blood.
And he still freezes because she's so hot with the fake blood.
They're both looking at each other like, God damn, they're hot, basically.
Yep.
And then of course the party happens, and they win. The vampires win second place. Who won first place?
The mummies.
The eco-friendly mummies. So I was like, oh, yay. And they're like, you know what? You gave this idea to us, so let's just split it. Let's all go out together, basically.
Yep. 130 yen, 1,000 yen. Which is about what, $1,000 among 6 people?
130,000 yen?
Yeah.
That is $969.
69.
Nice.
Giggity goo.
Yep. So all that happened with that. Fuyusuki and Hiromu, they're at the office. They're like, I kind of don't want to change.
Right.
They don't want to leave their outfits on. Like they want to keep the outfits on a little longer.
Yep.
But they don't want to admit that they look very attractive. They're attracted to each other in those outfits.
Yep.
And of course, what happens when they go outside?
They see the pumpkin men
Everywhere.
A full fleet of pumpkin men.
Just their luck. Nice episode.
It was cute.
It is a cute show.
It is very cute. So I would love to. I wish Starman was on right now because he's saying that this is the best rom-com of the series, and I disagree. I genuinely believe it's Angel,
which is next, actually.
Indeed.
So I'll let you do that.
All right, my favorite of the series, Angel. So it starts off. It's Valentine's Day, right? Because this is Valentine's Day themed week here at Talk the Kēki. It's Valentine's Day, and Chitose is over at the house while while Mahiru and Amane are there, and they talk about chocolate because she wants to know what type of chocolate Itsuki would want. Amane is like, I don't give a fuck. Like, the fuck, dude? Like, that doesn't bother me none. But regardless, they talk, and she's like, well, you're gonna get chocolate too. What kind of chocolate do you like? She's like, oh, nothing too sweet. And she's like, oh, I got the perfect idea for you. And she's like, well, don't contaminate it with fucking craziness. And she's like, no, it'll be edible. And he's like, oh, well, edible and good are two different things. And then she's like, well, besides, you're gonna get chocolate anyway from a certain someone. And he's like, whatever, playing it off, right? So the day comes and he gets no chocolate except from Chitose, and it's Russian chocolate. Basically playing Russian roulette with chocolate.
Yep.
One of them is bitter, one of them is sour, one of them is super sweet. A couple of them are actual chocolate.
I'm gonna say the rest was regular chocolate.
No, there was one that was like jelly filled. There was one that was like another like tart, like various chocolates, right? And a couple of them are normal chocolates, right? So she's like, "Oh, yay, I can't wait." And as everyone leaves for the day, we see our popular character whose name I don't remember. Something with a K.
The friend or
yeah, no, the really popular guy, the most popular guy in the school.
Oh, Yuta.
Is that his name?
Katawaki.
I was taking a sip of my White Claw. Katawaki, yes. And he gets inundated with chocolates. All these girls give him homemade chocolates, really kind. And he's so inundated, he has no place to put them.
Yeah.
So Amane comes over and was like, hey, I know life can be difficult being the popular kid. Here's a plastic bag to help you out, guy. And they're like, oh, thank you. Like, it was a genuine moment between them.
Yep.
And they go about their way. And from there, he goes home and he sees Mahiru is already at the house, right? She used the key to get in,
Yep.
And she makes him hot chocolate while he's trying the disgusting chocolates and says, here, this will help you like feel better with the hot chocolate. And she's like, oh, you don't normally make hot chocolate. You normally just warm up hot milk. Like, is it because of Valentine's Day? And she gets embarrassed, and then they have like this brief interchange between them, and she's like, nope, fuck this, I'm out, bye.
Yep.
And she dips. But as he goes to the door, he notices that there's a bag there, and the bag says, hey, thank you so much for treating me well. And I should back up because they have a moment after Chitose leaves where basically he puts himself down again, and Mahiru is like, you don't realize how much you do for me. You really do a lot for me. I'm appreciative of that, even if you don't see that. And so that was very kind. And so the note on the bag said, thank you so much for taking care of me. And then there's another note inside when he opens it up, and it's basically orange peels or lemon peels with chocolate at the bottom. Orange peels with chocolate on the bottom. And it says, hey, I know you don't like anything too sweet, so here's something healthy. And there's a little bit of chocolate at the end. Hope you like them. And of course he does. Yep. So the next day happens, and they're back in school, and the Kashiwagi, right? That's you said his name? Katawagi?
Yeah.
Katawagi comes up and says, hey, I appreciate you giving me that bag. And he's like, oh, no problem. Like, people got to help each other out when they can, right? Every so often. Yeah, all good. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you too. Like, just a decent moment between two people that aren't really friends, but no beef. Like, everything was cool. And now a couple of the popular girls are noticing Amane. They're like, oh, wow, he only ever talks to Itsuki. Like the fact that he's got the most popular kid in school, like talking to him. What's up with him, huh?
Yeah.
And I think that's going to come into play later. Gotta think so. Anyway, so he goes home. He has another conversation with Mahiru saying, I appreciate the gift. It was really nice. And she's like, hey, I'm going to return the favor. And she's like, I didn't give you chocolate for you to return the favor. And he's like, well, what kind of man would I be if I didn't, So here comes White Day, which White Day in Japan is basically where you reciprocate the chocolate offer that you got from people. Yeah. And he goes to the store, and he doesn't know what exactly to buy, and he wants to buy her like some sort of jewelry accessory. And he speaks to the person, like I guess the attendant, and was like, what do you get somebody who is more than a friend but not my girlfriend? Right? Like, will she like something like this? They're like, oh, if she's not a cunt, she won't hate it. Basically what they fucking said. So here, let me show you a gift. So he gets her the White Day gift, and she comes over to the house, and he even dresses up, and she's like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I wanted to look decent for you. It's White Day. I wanted to do something a little special. Like, if it's too off-putting, I'll go change and be normal. And she's like, no, you just look really cool. She's all embarrassed and shit because she loves when he dresses up. And he gives her the gift, And she's like, can I open it? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And he opens it up, and it's a nice, beautiful bracelet, rose gold bracelet with a purple flower in the center. And there's a card in the bag. She opens the card, and it's a I'll do anything you want, like a one wish card, basically. And she's like, I'll use this for you to put it on. And he's like, you don't need to use that I'll put it on. So he puts it on, looks gorgeous. And throughout this episode, again, he's really starting to like kind of embrace a little bit his emotions. He's really like, hey, like he mentions earlier in the episode when he's talking to Chitose, like, I'd be lying. He says internally, he's like, I'd be lying if Mahiru doesn't give me urges, but I don't want her to hate me, and that's why I don't act on them. That's why I don't make that move. And so the next day, after school, he's talking with Itsuki. They go to McDonald's, they have some fries, and Itsuki's just telling him, like, hey, dude, like, I see the changes going on thanks to Mahiru, and I can guarantee you, I can tell you this, that you're going to change because I see them already. And, he's acting all shy and bashful about shit and, like, being aggressive toward his friend. But he's like, hey, listen, the more you do this, the more you're acknowledging that you have feelings for her, dude. And, he really starts to think about that as well. He gets home. She uses the key again to get inside, and she greets him at the door, and she's wearing an apron. And he's like, man, she really is like a young wife, and they have another conversation. And she's like, oh, like, you're going to get fat. She's like, cause she's like, oh yeah. She's like, you got home really late. And she's like, yeah, I went with Itsuki. We got some fries at McDonald's. And she's like, you're going to get fat, right before dinner. And she's like, don't worry, I'm gonna eat it all. And then Mane is like, well, you could use, she's like, well, no, Mahiru is like, you can, use some weight. Right. And she's like, well, you could use some weight too. Like, look at you. You're so frail. Like, I feel like you're going to break. And she's like, don't worry, I won't break. And there's a little bit of sexual inference in that, as well as another conversation like they had earlier, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to touch you. I know you don't like to be touched, because she got embarrassed. And she's like, no, I don't mind when you touch me. I just don't want other boys touching me. But then she's like, she backtracks. She's like, it doesn't mean that I want you to, touch me. And he's like, I'm going to go change. And she's like, okay, I'll see you soon. And he goes into his room, and he collapses on the floor. And he's like, man, she really is like a young wife. Q scene.
Yep, very good stuff.
I love this. I
did too.
I don't understand how fucking Starman says this is mid. How the fuck do you think this is mid?
That one, I don't know.
Dude, it's not Horimiya. It's not like the upper echelons, but this is really wonderful shit. It's not going to be your fucking Marin and Gojo. It's not going to be, any of that. But this is really good stuff, dude. I get that Ice Guy has its appeal, because I feel that way in terms of it being adult characters going through adult romances. But I get kind of put off with the fact that Himuro in Ice Guy is really quite obsessive. When you really think about it, he's really quite obsessive over.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't know what he's doing, because he hasn't been in that situation. He's a 27-year-old virgin, basically what it is, right? Yeah. That's fine. That's no problem. But when you see the interactions between Mahiru and Amane, yeah, they're teenagers, so they lose a little bit of credibility from that aspect if you want to be like completely objective over it. But their love and their developments are so much more pure. And the fact that it's kind of like last season, they're 2 seasons ago it was last season with Akari and Jiro, where they're playing out this like married couple life. And as they're doing so, they're getting closer. And it's through happenstance that this circumstance happened between them. And it's a wonderful thing to see the chemistry naturally develop. There's natural chemistry in Ice Guy, I feel, when it comes to Fuyutsuki and Himuro. They have natural chemistry. It's very organic with them. But the way that Mahiru and Amane are slowly coming together is also organic, and it's a lot more telling of how something can develop from nothing to something versus something that becomes something because of a natural chemistry in a shared environment, and how you are as people with your personalities and things of that nature. There's something about that idea of opposites attract with Amane and Mahiru, and it's really engaging. It engages the viewer, and I feel it means more. It's more sentimental. It's more it hits the heartstrings, I think, more, and that's really the key at the end of the day. What these constantly hit, like out of all of the shows, right? I think that Angel really tugs more at the heartstrings, and everything that they've alluded to, again, as I say, week after week, it's going to lead to a dark segment with Mahiru and her family, because everything is apparent that she has had a rough life prior to living by herself. Just earlier in the episode, when she got the hot chocolate, Amane tastes the hot chocolate and she's like, oh, this is really good. She feels this genuine appreciation for what she does from Amane, which is why she continues to do it of her own volition, because he gives her genuine, heartfelt appreciation, which she has clearly lacked in some capacity or a greater capacity through her childhood that led her to become a single teen living by herself, so she can avoid that unappreciation or whatever circumstance the writer is going to show us as the season progresses. So I find it well engaging, and not to say Ice Guy is not, but this is thoroughly engaging. Angel Next Door, Spoils Me Rotten. So that's my breakdown comparison between the two.
Very good. All right, co-main.
Kubo.
Well, we found someone else that could see Shirashi.
And it's someone else from the Kubo family.
Yep, the cousin.
Saki.
Yep, she's adorable.
She is really adorable.
But basically, we have Akita and Saki that see Junta.
And Akita formally introduces herself. I'm her sister, her older sister. This is her younger cousin.
First, like, oh yeah, you're the guy that would look at the porno mag. It's like, Now because of this, Saki's like,
Kimoi.
Yep. Perv.
For those who don't watch Nagatoro, that means creep.
Yep.
I always hate that, how they shorten it to chemo. Chemo. I'm thinking to myself, I was like, what's cancer treatment have to do with this?
I was like, oh, that's what you need, pals.
That's fucked up.
But no, basically, yeah, the Akita and Saki, they introduced themselves to Junta.
Yep.
And basically, Akita's like, oh yeah, Saki just loves Nagisa. She wants to look exactly like she looks like how she did in junior high. You want to see a photo?
Yep.
And it shows like the junior high school photo.
And it looks exactly like her. Genuinely.
Yeah. Yes, Saki really just idolizes Nagisa, so.
Yep.
We got that little bit.
Yep.
And of course, Nagisa gets teased about it when sisters go home.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, you should bring him over. We'll have fun.
And she's like, oh, you knew I brought him over? And she's like, you did? Oh, ada.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot they exchanged pine information.
I was right. Yeah, I was like, if you want, like, I can always send you stuff in Nagisa.
Yeah.
Cute photos.
Here's a picture as you could use it as your shrine towards Nagisa. And he's like, huh? What?
Yep.
But they exchanged pine info. So his second pine contact is Kubo's older sister.
Yep. Now it's finals week.
Is it midterms or finals?
I believe it's finals.
Okay, finals.
Yeah, because it's after Valentine's, and there's
yeah, you're right. So they're going into summer break. They're going to a summer break series. Okay, fair enough.
Yep. And so the mother's like, if you fail,
no video games for you.
And he's like, huh?
No, I need my video games.
Yep. So he's studying the library, and of course, Kubo
finds him.
Yep. And she offers to help, and gets
adorable with the glasses. She was having issues with one of his like questions on I think in math. And Kubo looks at like, what are you studying? Oh, I just studied this yesterday. I can help you if you want me to. And all Junta sees is just like, oh, you don't know this? You're an idiot. Oh,
yeah,
that's
basically,
so cool.
he thinks he's gonna be teased, but you find out it's quite the opposite.
No, she's like, no, I'll help you. And then she's like, oh, you're having problems with number 5. So number 5 goes based off of 3 and 4.
So
you got 3 and 4 wrong. So let's work on 3 and 4, and you'll understand 5. And they do. He does. And she's like, wow, like you really helped me. And she's like, well, why would I make fun of somebody that's really trying their best to try and learn something or do something good? Like that's not who I am. And they're like, oh, that's cool. So she's like, hey, you want to come back to the library tomorrow and we can study together? Sure, be happy to. And Junta gets a cold.
Yep, he's sick.
He loses his perfect record, his perfect attendance record, and no one notices he's gone except for Kubo. And Kubo is depressed. Kubo basically wants to text him and struggles throughout the entire day figuring out what to say to him. Like, oh, like, are you okay? Well, no shit, you're not okay. You're not at school because you're sick. Like, oh, like, you were supposed to hang out. No, that seems kind of fucking rude. And she's like, oh, will you come to school tomorrow? And he answers the text back, and she's like, yeah, I should. And at the moment that he's going to answer the text, Seika comes in, and he's like, Ni-chan, Ni-chan. He's adorable, by the way.
Yes.
Seika is adorable. Ni-chan, Nini. Nini. And it's like, oh, I want to play. And she's like, Okasa, save me.
Yep.
But before she saves him from Seika,
actually hits the sticker, says I miss you.
Seika sends a sticker that says I miss you. And of course, Kubo's heart flutters. And Junta immediately says, oh, that was Seika that sent that. Sorry, didn't mean that. Right? And of course, that makes Kubo feel better. But Kubo being Kubo was like, yeah, let's fuck around. So she sends him a sticker back that says, you know, hugs without you or missing you or something like that. Like something with hugs and missing. And Junta's like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, his heart starts fluttering. And then she writes, oh, that was just my sister that wrote that. Oh, okay, it was just a sister. No, it was really Kubo that did that. That was cute. So the next day happens. And now, what's it called? Junta misses first period and everyone's taking a test. He's like, well, I could just sneak in, all good. And then Kubo comes out. And Kubo's like, oh, everyone's taking a test. And she's like, well, where are you going? Like, I'm going to the nurse's office. I'm a bit feverish. And she's wobbly. She almost falls on Junta. And she's like, well, you know, good luck. And she starts walking and Junta feels bad. And Junta's like, hey, do you want me to walk you to the nurse's office? And she's like, yeah, you know, if you don't mind. She smiled and got happy. So they walk together. She's leaning on him, basically grabbing onto him so she doesn't fall over. They get to the nurse's office. There's no one there at the nurse's office. So he's like, oh shit, I gotta do something. So he tucks her into bed and he's like, what's next? Oh, I gotta take her temperature to see what her fever is. As he goes to walk away, Kubo pulls him and says, you know, like, thank you. Like, she's like, oh, your hands are so cold. It feels nice. And Junta's like, your hands are so warm. Like, you know, you're sick, but it feels nice. And then the sensei comes in and she's like, oh, you know, hey, I brought Kubo over. She was feeling feverish. And she's like, hey, don't worry. No problem. I got this. And Kubo's knocked the fuck out in the bed. Like, she's dead asleep. And basically, as he's walking back to class to start second period, he's like, man, I feel more like a main character lately. And that was funny.
That was really nice.
It was really nice. And now we're on a fucking 2-month hiatus.
Yep, it'll be back in April.
Boo. So we're at the midpoint of Kubo. What are you rating this, Matt?
3 3/4.
Agreed.
It's very cute. Our style did grow on me. I feel like it fits.
It fits. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Give me Ice Guy, give me Angel, give me even Tomo, which is what we're gonna talk about next. But it's solid. It's not the worst by any means. It's not Ragnarok. It's not anything like that. It's not Fire Hunter with the uniqueness or the blandness, then going to super detailed. It's consistent throughout. It fits that whole mold of like the Takagi-sans and all of that.
Yeah.
Kind of fits in its own.
And again, Kubo's adorable. Junta's funny.
I love Kubo. Kubo. It's just, this is another show, and that's, you know, for all the rom-coms besides Angel, that's the problem. Like, there's Angel and Ice Guys are the biggest standouts. Kubo unfortunately suffers because of that, and now it's going to suffer especially more because of the hiatus. If Kubo was just a standout on its own, like you had mentioned, like Nagatoro, this would be clear and above one of the better rom-coms that we've seen in a while. But because there's so many other great rom-coms, specifically the big three this season of Ice Guy, Tomo, and Angel, it kind of loses itself. It loses value from that degree.
Well, I feel like with the next season, they'll have probably shine more.
You think?
Well, it depends on what if there's any real rom-coms out in the spring. I think I'll have a chance to.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Give me a one moment. Chotomate kudasai. Gomen nasai. Let me go to fucking.
Well, I got Tonikawa. Never mind.
Well, you know, Tonikawa, I like Tony Cobb when it first debuted, no doubt. But I feel like with the power, like since Tony Cobb has come out, there's been several anime that have been like really fantastic. And so it's kind of lost, for me at least, it's lost a little bit of shine from that perspective. Just because of how like pussy NASA is. But at the same time, as we saw from the special, he's getting more balls. So, you know, it's something to keep an eye on.
Let's see. Yuri is my job.
The OVA for
the Harem Cafe.
The OVA for what's it called?
I'm talking about actual shows, not OVAs.
Yeah, I'm refreshing my screen now to see if I can it'll come up.
Insomniacs.
Insomniacs is going to be a good one, I think.
No, sorry, it's a slice of life. Sorry,
it's still going to be a good one because it's how a relationship is built on two people that can't sleep.
Yeah. I'm only seeing a few rom-coms. We don't watch Smartphone. I guess Love and Yamada at level 999. That might be, but I'm not watching.
I have not gone through the summer list so far, based off what I'm seeing. At least.
Well, I'm going by spring, which is when.
Oh, sorry, spring. My bad. You're right. Spring. I'm looking at spring. My bad. Oh, this is one. The reason why Ralenia ended up at the Duke's mansion.
I don't think I added that.
I think that'll be pretty decent.
But let's move on.
All right, let's move on for our main event.
Tomo-chan is a girl.
Yes.
Basically, first off, June, he starts training. He starts to talk about how he wants to be stronger than Tomo, and we find out why. The first half is a flashback.
Yes, to how they first met and how they got close.
Yeah, June moved from Tokyo.
Yes.
And we see Tomo there, and of course, June wants to play his video game, his DS.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
But Tomo egged on, and she's like, I want to play.
And she climbed up the wall like Spider-Man. You saw that?
Yeah, basically, yes. Damn old Spider Monkey, but yeah, she started playing the game. Like, I'm not gonna break it. 3 minutes later, and then June's like,
how did you break a whole DS in half? And you're 8.
Yeah.
What?
Then June just out of rage just punches her
straight in the face.
And then he's like, oh,
bitch!
Shit. And then he's like, oh, shit, what have I done? But she just gets up, like, you got to do it again.
You got to do it 100 times to make up because I broke something precious to you.
And he's like, no, it's okay. Like, no, I'm good. Like, you feel better now? Like, sure. It's like, okay, good.
But then the next day,
we see the
father comes over.
I know. He's like, you're June, right? He's like, yeah, and he starts bowing down, crying.
He fucking shoves Tomo's head down. They dogetsu, like, I'm so sorry. Naturally, I'll pay for all the charges, but what else can we do to make up for this horrible?
And then his wife comes in. Yeah, the wife comes in. Is like, what's going on? He's like, nothing. Like, why are you hiding behind him?
Right? Why are you hiding behind me? And she's like, don't mind me. These 2 idiots are mine.
Yeah, I was like, yep.
And she's like, oh, go home. I'll square away everything with his parents afterwards.
Like, everything's fine, but basically all this, like, they're all like, hey, this is just Tomo and June. You just see them develop as their friendship,
and you see Tomo just physically torturing June with rock climbing, river crossing, jumping into creeks, and June ends up fucking busting his ankle and getting a concussion. Yeah, and she comes over like, hey, let's go outside, and he's like, do you think do I look like I can go outside right now? And she's like, hey, why don't you ever call me my name? And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, no, you call me stupid, monkey, idiot.
And call me Tomo. And then he does. And then she's like,
say it again.
Yes.
Tomo. She's like, oh, I love when you do this.
And then
ever since he's 8 years old, he feels doki doki. His heart's going crazy.
Yeah, but this is when he thought he was a boy. But
yeah, and that's when he thought he was a boy. So he's probably thinking like, I'm not gay.
Yeah, and now we see
Loki, Matt, you were probably hoping like, oh, I hope he's gay.
Yes. And then he starts catching up a bit, and we see a young Misuzu.
We do,
and she's still a cold-hearted bitch.
She is a devil.
Oh yeah, no, she is the devil. Fuck that.
Fuck shit. MJF, she's the devil.
Yep, basically like talking down her.
Yep. He's like, you're from Tokyo? Yeah. You look like a bumpkin.
Yeah, you're ugly.
And he's like, I hate
but
this
yeah, they're
bitch.
like,
8 years old. I hate this bitch.
but yeah, basically they're just like catching beetles, rhinoceros beetles, stag beetles.
And she's like, oh, like it's so ugly. Ew, gross. Like, oh, this is worth thousands of but push out the way. It's so beautiful. That was funny.
No, that was really sweet. And then we get a little bit of a conflict. June, of course, gets bullied.
Yeah.
Dropped the game.
You got to hear more from him.
I know what I'm saying. Like, he's like, oh, I slipped. That's why I have a bruise on my face.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, and then what's her name? Susie was like, oh, you're a clutch. Like, yeah, I'm a clutch. She's like, you're for all guards. Like, huh? What?
But and then the next day,
but Tomo sees it. But Tomo sees his face, and then
the next day, Tomo comes back with the game, and she's like, "Where'd you get this?" Like, "Oh, it was on the ground," and you can see Tomo's all bruised up and shit herself because she got into a fight with those guys.
Yeah, and then June tells her like you can borrow it. It's like for how long? So now we know.
And then we flash forward, and she's playing the game, and she's like, "I beat it."
Again,
like, how many times have I beat this game? She's like, when is June gonna get this? He's already much stronger than me already. But yeah, I feel like that was a little bit of a sexual inference too.
Yeah, but no, that was a great first half.
Yes.
And the second half is
that's an effective use of a flashback. Spy classroom.
And now the next one is a beach episode.
The beach episode.
We're at the beach.
And Carol and her jugs. Yeah, I want to see this episode fucking back up real quick. Matt, you showed me the dub VA. And you showed me the dub VA because we noted last week during our news that the sub VA for Carol is also the dub VA for Carol, which is rare in VA world. And I listened to the dub VA, and I'm like, holy shit, they sound pretty fucking identical.
Yep.
Never really happens like that.
Yeah.
Mark it down at 2:41:30 into this podcast. I did not mind the Carol dub VA.
There we go. If we knew that, I probably would have started with that.
Therefore, I want to see this episode in dub, or at least the beach part.
It's already out, so
I want to see the beach part.
Yeah, they come out the same time, so
yeah, I want to see the dub. I want to see the beach part in dub. I want to see what Carol's like because her reactions in the beach episode are fucking great.
Exactly, agreed. But yeah, the woohoo.
So they go, basically the episode starts out, they're like, oh, we're going to the beach, right? And then she's like, oh, Mizuzu is like, June looks at Mizuzu like, why are you going to the beach?
Like, you hate the beach.
I like the beach. And then she's like, oh, I don't really want to. And Carol whispers in her ear, don't you want to see his reaction to when he sees Tomo in a bathing suit? And she goes,
she's like, oh, but I cannot miss what's about to happen.
It'll be good. And so Tomo buys a bathing suit, a brand new bathing suit, and she's like, I'm going to be so embarrassed June seeing me like this. Oh, it'll be fine. And so they go to the bathing suit. Carol and Mizuzu come out, and June is looking up already. Why are you looking up? Oh, no reason. AKA Carol's tits, because they're massive. Yep. And she's like, where's Tomo? Well, Tomo's hiding in the bathroom, right? So he steps a little into the bathroom, and I was like, Tomo, why are you hiding? Right? And he looks down, and Tomo is stacked.
Yeah.
Tomo got some biddies on her.
And then he realized, oh shit, it really is a girl.
And he zips her up to the neck, and she's like, I can't breathe, June. I can't breathe. And so we see Carol and Tomo with their ginormous titties playing in the fucking water. And we see June next to Mizuzu, and they're like, oh, it's rare for you to willingly want to sit next to me. And she's like, I got nowhere else to sit. And she goes, well, isn't it kind of ironic that like around Carol and Tomo, you don't want to really be around them, but you're perfectly fine around me? AKA Mizuzu has tiny tits.
Yep.
And she's like, let me just punch you in the face one time, please. But then eventually fucking Tomo comes over, grabs June, like, June, let's go play in the water. And her fucking tits are between his arm, and he's embarrassed. And fucking what's it called? They end up playing in the water together. And eventually a guy comes over to Tomo and was like, you're really pretty.
And then Tomo's really happy because no one really called her that.
Yeah. And so the guy being a perv, like, let's go behind the rock. I'll tell you everything about you that's really pretty. And Tomo realizes 2 + 2. Oh shit, he wants to fuck me. I'm not.
But like, why am I actually scared?
And so June comes out the water like a shark, scares the guy off, and the guy's like, "Is that your girl?" And he's like, "We're fucking, of course not. What the fuck?" And Tomo's like, "Ah, my heart."
Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
It's broke.
Yeah,
and then Carol is inundated with a bunch of men, and
she's like, help,
Junkun, help me.
She's like very happy about it. It's like, yeah.
So he's like, "Come on, Carol." And the guys are like, "Oh, is that your girl?" And he's like, "Think what you want." And then Tomo's like, "Ah, my heart again." Ah!
Like, wait, why? Like, why is she getting yes?
So Tomo promptly puts Carol in a headlock. And all's well that ends well with the beach episode. They're going back to the to their location, to their area.
Well, you're forgetting the ice cream part.
Oh, the ice cream part.
Like you gotta actually stay close to him like the whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
You want him to like
that. Yeah. So she gets close to him, like shoulder to shoulder. They eat ice cream. June is nervous, and he keeps thinking about her tits, and like it's like a little explosion, like volcano explosion.
Yeah, of course she's like, "Yep."
I have to come in his hands.
So it's like, does June hate big moves? Like, no, quite the opposite. He loves them. It's like, so like, yep, total scumbag. Hate him.
Yep. And so
now we go to
June is nervous. And so basically June sees Tomo, and he's already like volcano erupting. And then he accidentally drips some of his soft serve because Tomo bought him some soft serve. She drips the soft serve. He drips the soft serve on her shoulder, and Tomo, just being Tomo, licks the soft serve, except June is definitely thinking sexually, and June's volcano explodes, and he's trying his hardest not to explode in his pants. And so they're like, "Come on, let's go into the water." Okay. Yeah. And he notices. Oh no, we'll go back. That's forward. So they're in the train, they're going back to their location, and Carol and Tomo are asleep on Mizuzu. And Mizuzu looks at June and was like, "Oh, like you don't look well. Like, did something happen?" And he's like, "No, not really." And he's like, "Actually, something did happen." And there's 2 internal monologues. The first internal monologue is with June. June is like, like, I don't normally feel this way around Tomo, but today I wanted to do a bunch of stuff with her, and I froze whenever she was around me. And you'd see like Tomo all happy, grabbing his hand, walking in the water, like acting like a couple. And he's really conflicted with that. Mizuzu sees that and has an internal dialogue of herself. She's like, something did happen. He's like, there's no mistaking. Like, it's like, oh, June still doesn't know what he wants to do with Tomo, but there's no mistaking that there's no way at this stage that he doesn't see Tomo as a girl, as a woman. Q scene.
Yep.
Episode 7. It took till episode 7, but June finally recognizes Tomo as a woman, thanks to her tits.
Yep.
And the feelings that he's starting to feel.
Closing thoughts for the week.
Strong week. We're gonna get off here, and I'm gonna go and try and catch up on the remaining 7 anime that I haven't seen.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next week. Hopefully.
I'll be behind. I'll probably be behind again, but that's how it is at this stage. I'm gonna try my very best to limit myself. I'm really only gonna do no more than about 6. I'm gonna try my hardest to do no more than 16 anime, excluding Boruto and continuals. 16 new animes is gonna be my cutoff, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can't continue to do this shit, dude. This is a lot. We're doing way too fucking much this season.
No, 15, 16, that's it.
Yeah, I'm going based off of the off of analysts, because I have so many anime right now. It's not even like it cuts off a couple of the anime. Even with finishing Eminence, I still am missing a couple anime from my list because of how many animes I'm watching. So I'm down with the continuals, but I'm watching no more than 16 new anime. I think that's going to be my cutoff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if one drops, then I can add one. That's kind of our flow right now. So since I dropped Spy, I picked up Nier.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at Spring right now. I'm actually going to see if I actually have 15. I'm not continuing continuals.
Honestly, I don't think I have that right now because I haven't gone through Spring like that. So As of right now, I have Demon Slayer, Stone, the Clover movie. It's a movie.
I got Tonikawa, Megumin,
the Megumin series.
Oshinoko, that one I showed you with the former idol, My Star. That dark one.
Yeah, I've got Kimi wa Hogoku, Insomnia, the Insomnia one. That's 5.
I got that. I got Rank of the King special. We don't know if it's an actual show yet or not, or just an OVA.
Yeah. The reason why, as I mentioned, that's 6.
I don't have that. I have Gundam, The Dangers in My Heart.
Yep, Gundam Season 2. That's
My
7.
Home Hero.
You're closer to it than I am. I haven't looked at any of these other ones. Right now, I'm at 7.
Yeah, I think I have 12.
I'm at 7 right now. We'll see what else comes up. I'm not caught up on Attack on Titan, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be watching.
Yeah, I don't think
the final season, part 80. I'm not watching that one yet.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just get out of here. We're full of cake.
This is interesting. The Dangers in My Heart. Fascinated by murder and all things macabre, Kyotaro daydreams of acting out his twisted fantasies on his unsuspecting classmates, but an encounter with Ana Yamada, the gorgeous class idol, lights a spark in the darkness of his heart. It's a classic tale of an antisocial boy falling for a popular girl, but neither are who they appear to be at first glance. Will Kyotaro and Anna defy their expectations of each other and themselves? It's a High Dive exclusive. I am setting this as a planning.
All right, very good. Anyway,
yeah.
Follow Cake. Follow me at Twitter at DamonPhoenix12. You can follow him on Twitter at Showstopper24. Follow our Twitter at Talk the Kēki. We also have a link tree of where you listen to your favorite local podcasts. We're on Apple Music, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio, you name it. We're probably there.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean, for being our editor. We also want to thank W2M Network and Chairshot Radio for hosting us.
Yes.
You can find us there on their websites. We're also on YouTube.
On, if you haven't checked your mail, check your fucking mail for your Christmas gift that came 2 months later from Matt and I.
Exactly. But yeah, you can find us on YouTube if you don't want to wait for the audio. We're basically caught up. The last episode came out yesterday. Well, today. I'm gonna post it on Twitter tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And then we have a group, Eat the Cake Anime. Let's join it. If you heard from us, we'll give you a shout out. What's your Instagram so we can get out of here?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at AI_anime24. That is my anime Instagram. You can follow me on my podcast Instagram at podcast.senpai. You can follow us on our Talk the Kēki Instagram at Talk the Kēki. I need to update that with all of our drops that we've had recently. We'll do that in the coming days, so that way everybody that's on Instagram can follow that. And again, as Matt said, you can follow us on all of our endeavors on our link tree. Shout out to my boy Andy with the MMA for Marks podcast. I can't say we're on a hiatus. My boy Andy is going through some personal stuff. Andy, if you listen to this by the end, hope whatever you're going through, it comes through. I obviously know what it is. Can't share that with you guys, but we're going to persevere through that. We're going to get back on our grind with MMA because there's been a lot of MMA stuff and we love to talk about MMA. You can catch that also on the W2M network. Thanks to Sean for hosting that as well. And, I believe that's it for me, buddy. Let's get on at it.
Alrighty. Arigato, natu, faku, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan!
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Talk the Kēki. Matt and Ida.